Hello everyone. Hello. I'm here. It's Friday. Fuck, it's Thursday! It's Thursday! God damn it. Redo. Welcome to tonight's stream. We're gonna be starting out with the Draft League Makeup Week. We'll be playing F099 and maybe more Teal Mask. Yeah, I have to cancel the stream, sorry. We'll be back tomorrow. Yeah, it has been a busy day for gaming news. We had both a direct and a state of play. I did not stream the state of play because, like, again, I've been honest about it on stream. I enjoy, like, Nintendo's exclusives more than most of the stuff that, like, Sony puts out. And it's one of those things also where I've realized, like, it's not that I, like, dislike Sony games, it's just that I don't care until they come to PC. Because it's, like, maybe only a couple of them come out a year that I'm like, oh man, that looks really good, and then I'm like, well, I could wait for the PC port, though. Like, I could wait for the, like, I'm waiting for the PC port of, like, God of War Ragnarok. I bet that'll be dope as fuck when it comes to PC. Didn't even know there was State of Play today, fair. Yeah, there were a couple cool things in it. They had Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which, God, I want to play. Final Fantasy VII Remake was fine, but I love the Final Fantasy VII universe, I can't even lie. Mostly these days just read articles about directs and stuff. They had Roblox PS4. Yeah, now you can play Roblox on PS4. Find everything on your PS4, okay? Play my friend Sock's game. Real quick before we start. Also, you know it. You love it. It's cards. I don't have a t-shirt on today. I'm just wearing pajamas, so excuse me that I'm not showing as much of my shirt today. Yeah, we got Pack Watch. Paldea Evolved. Dude, I bought this from, like, GameStop, and they were like, why do you buy these? Like, is there a specific card you want? And it's like, not really. I just buy it because it's cool. Do I need to be, like, purchasing them for a specific card? Sometimes I just want to look at funny animals. Ain't that enough? Gotta get the holographic Rubdodon. True shit. It's literally funny art go brr, and I do eventually want to play the online simulator, especially with all these fucking codes I have from buying card packs. Like, I'll play TCG Live eventually. Sienna is making Grubdodon noises. Awesome. Dunspurs. Oh. Dunspurs. He's such a silly guy. This is a really somber song to be playing for Dunsparce. Hop it. Paldean Whooper, my beautiful baby. Noibat. You guys are not ready for this. You guys are not ready for this. It's the greatest dude of all time. That's right. Spidops. Izzy, you ready? It actually seems like this might be, like, a really good card, too. For 3 grass energy, you can do 130 damage. That's crazy. TCG, like, power creep is wild. We have Passimian. This dude loves soccer. Reversal energy. You've never seen anyone use that card? I don't know, it seems decent. Oh, dude, we got some cool holographic guys this time. I mean, of course, we got the holographic Phalanx. Dude, Phalanx is dope. How can you not like Phalanx? What if a little guy was several little guys? I got the holographic Dendra. I forget which character this even is, but the card looks cool. Which Pokemon character is Dendra? And then I got the holographic Weavile. She's the gym teacher? Oh, wait, is she from that one shitty, like, gym challenge you have to do where it's, like, the emotional yoga or whatever the fuck? But yeah, here's Weavile. And then here's your basic water energy, bitch. Bitch! She shows up there, that's so funny. Alright. Let me hop into the Discord call. When I play F-Zero 99, we'll talk more gaming news and stuff. But for now, Pokemon is the only thing that matters. Keep in mind also that all of these Makeup Week matches were played before the DLC came out. So if there's any movesets that you're like, whoa, why it doesn't have this though? It might not have existed yet. So, be respectful, be kind. Understand. But I am joined by Sienna.
Rubdidon! That was my Rubdidon.
I liked that.
I'm glad. I'm really glad. I'm really fucking glad.
Yeah, let's get this shit started. Let's get this shit started.
Yeah.
This is also...
Yeah. He's right here.
Yeah, do you want to just start with Eve Charlotte?
Yeah, you already got it open. We can just hop on it. So also, I want to explain to anybody in the chat, the reason why we have a makeup week is essentially we had 15 players, so people had to kind of have buys. Like, people had to be... A few people had to have buys in the middle of the thing so that everybody would have the same number of matches. And that meant we had to have a makeup week at the end where all the players who had buys got to fight each other so that everybody had the same number of matches.
Yeah.
So that's that. Pretty simple, but yeah.
Wait, this is the wrong replay.
Wait,
what the fuck?
You clicked the wrong one.
Did I not click on the right one? I guess not.
Yeah, there you go.
Alright.
Alright.
Do we wanna play playoffs theme for Eve? Or do we wanna just go with the battle
no,
theme?
we're doing this is the final battle theme. We'll do playoffs themes will be revealed when it's playoffs, and some people's might not get played, sadly, but that's their burden to bear for being losers. Just kidding, but yeah.
Couldn't be me though.
We're gonna get it going.
But yeah, I actually helped Charlotte prepare for this match.
Yeah.
I think I watched this match, and the whole time I was like, here's the bad part. Here's the bad part. We made this heat-proof Bronzong, and I was so proud of that. And then I remembered Steam Eruption is a button you can click.
But the Bronzong did give a gold bottle cap to the Volcanion though, so it's chill.
True.
And then the Steam Eruption missed. So it's pretty chill. Yeah. The Borygon gets knocked real quick, then the Trick Room goes up. But it gets Quick Claw anyways. Quick Claw came back.
Here's the thing, I was like dedicated to letting...
Came back again.
I was dedicated to letting Charlotte run their, like, funny gimmicks, because I was like, okay, these are funny, though. Which might have been the downfall, but...
I basically came to the same, like, conclusion. Like, that was just basically how I felt when I was, like... I wasn't even really prepping Charlotte that hard, I just kind of, like, gave some general ideas, for stuff. The Pouncer. The Bouncing Pouncer. Yeah. And then, yeah, like, but, you know, it's the Trick Room goes back up,
You know what it is, also? I didn't, like, think Trick Room would happen.
Yeah, Shedinja is, like, kind of fast, and, like, well, it's kind of slow, but it kind of goes first in Trick Room. Go.
Yeah.
That's called killed. Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, and the Moonblast doesn't kill here, so the quick kill gets picked up by the sneeze. Does click Fling just to show that Fling Big Nugget existed. Yeah. That could have been like Dire Claw, but you know, I respect the Fling strats.
It's important to the economy.
Yeah.
Charlotte was engaging in commerce.
Yeah, so we can talk about Charlotte's first, I guess, because it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I could kind of talk about some of the stuff because
I can talk about it too a little.
I helped with the team.
Yeah, I've talked to Charlotte first about it, and then you did. So I guess I'll start with what I contributed. I thought that the Sneasler, I just thought the Fling Big. Okay, like basically the idea was this. At one point, we saw a gold bottle cap in like the usually useless items, and like Charlotte just like got obsessed with the idea of bringing Trick Bronzong and saying that it was like making a deal, and like that was so fucking funny to me that I just like we were just all right, well we're just gonna bring that, and then eventually just like when Charlotte was like prepping for this later, I was just like building for this later, I was just like, okay, what if we just brought like a bunch of like wealthy individuals? What if we just made all the Pokemon wealthy? Because like I don't know, like it was like it was not like it was a relatively like a real-ish team, like, and it was a fine match. Like things died. It wasn't like a throw or anything. It was just kind of 3-0 was really fine. But like we were just kind of like this isn't a super consequential match either way. So let's just fuck with it. And then I had the idea for Fling Big Nugget Sneasler, and it was like semi-real. The idea was to lure like Jirachi and hit it with Fling Big Nugget, because Fling Big Nugget is 130 base power. It's one of the highest base power flings. Or no, it is the highest. It's like tied for highest base power fling.
Awesome.
And so it was like, yeah, let's lure the Rachi and then like click Fling on it. Bronzong is like relatively like self-explanatory. Like, it's this fucking stupid trick gold bottle cap. It was Commerce. The Commerce fan. Scyther, the idea of Scyther was that it's like a frugal. His name's Frugal Freremy. I came up with the name Frugal Freremy, and we had to reverse engineer who would be Frugal Freremy from that. I like decided that like a frugal investment would be to buy a high quality pair of boots that you could wear for the rest of your life. So heavy duty boots had to be it.
Respectable.
Gene the Gambler was because he's a gambler. He gambles, so he has Metron. Pretty dumb. Pretty dumb. I was part of the idea of Metronome was just that it was prankster. So if the Sableye hadn't Mega'd, it could have gotten a prankster Metronome off, which is pretty funny. But it didn't. It didn't happen. And then Gliscor. This is actually just a normal Gliscor. It is named Independent Wealth, though. And then I think Swear Word UK came from like me and Charlotte were like we were like talking about it, and Charlotte was like, okay, I need to like make a name that's so offensive to Eve's sensibilities as a Brit that like she'll have to immediately forfeit. And like I just said, yeah, you also name it like Swear Word UK, and then we just named it that.
That's a really good bit.
Oh yeah, the team name is also really good. That was another thing. Yeah, Charlotte was like, yeah, if I name the team that, then Eve might get killed by like the UK government, and like won't be able to play for the rest of the game. But yeah, yeah, do you have any thoughts about like any actual stuff? I just thought of chokes with Charlotte, basically.
I think originally, like, Gliscor was more of a hazard setter, and then I was like, Gliscor might be a decent, like, sweeper with, like, Swords Dance and stuff, because I was thinking about it, and I was like, I don't know, Earthquake hits, like, a lot of Eve's dudes pretty hard. I don't think Eve does not have a roster that's like, yes, I would love to get hit by an Earthquake right about now. Especially that fucking Volcanion. I mean, it was not taking a Swords Dance EQ. And Volcanion is fucked up, bruh. We were debating on a few different moves. I ended up saying Rock Slide because I was like, okay, Gliscor can hit everything except that fucking Shedinja. So we need to be able to hit that stupid Shedinja. So we chose Rock Slide, which I think was the proper move. I don't remember what other moves. I think it was like Fire Fang or something.
It could have been Knock.
True. Knock would have been good.
Yeah.
But we had... I think we didn't think of that, really, because it was already on Mamoswine. I think there were a couple other moves that... Or couple other mons that got hit by Rock Slide that we were like, yeah, sure. Why not? I'm trying to think. I feel like we changed the moveset a little bit on Wealthy Lewis. I do not believe that Swords Dance was originally on there. I think it was, like, Acrobatics, and then I was like, does Acrobatics really hit, like, Eve's roster that hard? And I determined no, and I was like, you could get rid of that for Swords Dance. And be, like, a fucked up, like, sweeper. I'm a hyper offense player, you can tell. But yeah, I was like, the fling into the, like, SD unburden, like... Really, the number one fling target was Shedinja. We were worried if Shedinja was gonna be brought. We were like, we either need to take care of Shedinja first, or Shedinja needs to be the fling target. Which, it really needed to be Shedinja knocked out first, because, like, Eve wasn't... Maybe Eve would have fallen for it, but I don't think so. Yeah, we were hard prepared for Shedinja.
It's lucky that you guys were prepping for Shedinja, because, like, if it was just me prepping Charlotte, I would have been like, yeah, no way you'd bring Shedinja, yeah, don't worry about it, fuck that shit. Like, because I was just totally, like, I was totally not in belief that Eve would ever bring that thing.
I knew. Listen. There was no way that Eve could resist the temptation of Shedinja forever. Alright?
Yeah. I do think it's fucking fair against, like, Sneasler, who, like, kind of walls two of Sneasler's main buttons.
Yeah.
It walls Sneasler's two main buttons. Oh yeah, and Coco as well, yeah, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Is our decent matchup call? I probably would have just been like, nah, fuck that. It's not real. But
I probably should have done more special defense on Bronze. I think I did, like, tell Charlotte a specific EV spread, but maybe either they forgot, or maybe I forgot to tell them. I don't remember, but I feel like I put more special defense on that Bronzong. I could be wrong, though.
No.
I feel like Gene the Gambler didn't originally have Pain Split, and then I told Charlotte, like, yeah, we should probably have some kind of passive healing on this. Like, if we want Gene the Gambler to have as much gambling as possible, I think this is the best moveset to do it with. I felt like this was the highest gamblings possible.
The maximum gambles.
I also forgot that it doesn't have Prankster when it Mega Evolves, which is on me. I forgot about that shit. I probably would have pushed for, like, knockoff or something, if I remembered. Yeah. But it's fine. It's fine. Honestly, for being, like, kind of a goofy team, it's also, like, kind of good.
Yeah, it's really not bad. It's, like, for a team that's mostly, like, there to execute a bit, like, it's totally fine.
Really, the only pick that's truly esoteric, and, like, you could say Quickclaw Mamoswine also, but at this point, like, do you expect anything else from this Mamoswine? Gene the Gambler is probably the only, like, esoteric one where it's like, this is just out there. This is, like, a fake set. But it's funny, though.
Yeah.
The only other change I would have made if I wasn't dedicated to the bit would have been Black Sludge instead of Gold Bottle Cap on Money Mover Machine. Because I had, like...
Yeah.
Tricking that onto Eve would have been cool. But it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. I think, that's all the changes I remember making. I'm pretty sure, like, Frugal Frenemy was, like, you came up with that moveset, and I was just like, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's Frenemies business. But yeah. Yeah, I think that's...
But yeah, my favorite Pokemon on this team... I'm trying... This is, like, hard. This is hard. Death of Discord? Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, the stage is down?
I don't know what the fuck happened.
Yeah, I don't either. What the hell was that?
It just died. It just went away.
Huh.
Well... I really don't know what happened at all. The stage is now named WTF. Yes.
Okay. My favorite Mon on this team... I mean, it's Gene the Gambler. Like, this is a fake set, but it's a funny fake set.
Yeah. Alright. Can you put the stream back up?
Oh, true.
Yep.
And then it's time for our favorite Pokemon on Charlotte's roster overall, since Charlotte did not make playoffs, but that's okay. Oh, fuck. My Discord crashed! Ah! My Discord crashed as soon as I tried to share the stream.
There's 2 Morgans in the fucking audience.
There are? Wait, what?
Oh, they're gone now. Okay. It's only you now.
Okay, that was scary.
Their Discord's being scary right now. Okay.
Yeah. Favorite Pokemon? What's your favorite Pokemon overall on Charlotte's roster?
Her Mon on Charlotte's roster is, I think it's, I think it kind of has to be the fucking, like... I think it kind of has to be, like... the Mamoswine, just because... God, like, the Quick Claw... The fucking game against Mike with the Quick Claw is, like... it was so fucking funny. Like, it was just the funniest... One of the funniest games in the entire league. Like, it had to be that.
It is really good. I think, honestly... Like remembering, like, Charlotte's funny-ass sets, I still, like, the one fucking Bronzong set, which week was that? Which week was that?
That was, like, that was the one against Sienna, that was week 2, yeah. Yeah, this fucking Bronzong was hilarious.
The fact that this did shit, even though it has, like, the dumbest moveset ever. Well, no, actually, this looks normal. What the fuck was the one with the weird set?
No, this is pretty weird. It has Calm Mind, but it only, like, the only, like, directly, like, immediate damage-dealing move it has is Grass Knot. Like,
true. You know what? You're right.
It's really weird. But it's funny.
For some reason, I remember
funny,
it
and it, like,
being, like, one attack.
But yeah, that's my favorite, like...
Yeah, Bronzong is quite funny.
That's, like, close to one of my favorite, like... But I think the Mamo wins out for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But a salute to Charlotte. I think, like, Charlotte brought a wild card energy that, like, nobody else could, like, even come close to doing.
Yeah.
Like,
you know.
Charlotte didn't end up winning as many games as they would have maybe liked, but here, like, genuinely, I think that win against Ray was fucking huge because it almost got Ray, like, kicked out of playoffs. If, like, things didn't go exactly Ray's way, he would have been, like, out of contention for playoffs because Charlotte just, like, beat his ass. And I mean, that first victory against Mike with the Mamoswine Quick Claw, you can never count out Charlotte fully.
Yeah, and I really think that if Charlotte hadn't kind of, like, been out of it and like just like kind of thrown for a couple weeks in the middle there, like I think that it would have gone a lot differently. Like I'm not like, maybe they wouldn't have made like playoffs properly, but like, you know, if they had tried on like the week 4 and week 6, it probably would have been a different story, at least somewhat. But you know, it happens.
But yeah, so salute to
not
Charlotte.
everybody always has maximum like motivation. I'm glad that like the last couple weeks at least got to be like real games of Pokemon that were fun to watch. So
yeah.
You know, that's what I'm glad about. But yeah, salute to Charlotte. We can pull up Eve's team for this game and talk to Eve about it.
Oh, true. I literally closed out all the shit. I forgot we haven't talked about Eve's team.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry.
Hello.
Yeah, I won this game.
Yeah.
So I mean,
even though you won this game and you got a gold bottle cap out of it.
Yeah, I got a gold bottle cap out of it. Like I think it was a really good deal, really.
Yeah.
Because this game did not matter a huge amount to the final rankings, I was prepared to bring something a little silly.
Yeah.
It wasn't nearly as funny as Charlotte's team, but it was funny for my standards. So I went with like essentially the sort of like the double builder check with like Shedinja and Quagsire both being like, a lot of Charlotte's roster would need some weird coverage to hit both of them, and basically
there
like
was pretty good coverage there, all things considered.
Yeah, all things considered, but yeah. Like, I mean, a lot of what I was preparing for was like Tapu Koko, which didn't show up, but
yeah,
that's a good thing to prepare for at least. But essentially, like, the idea was like some of these sweepers would probably like they would probably not want both like the anti-Shedinja coverage and the grass move to hit Quagsire. So that's kind of what I was that's what I was betting on a little bit.
Yeah.
And the rest of the team was like a trick room basically. So yeah. Volcanion. This Volcanion set was specifically to lure Mantine, which didn't show up in the end. It was kind of like, I kind of realized Charlotte only had a single water resist and it was Mantine, and if Mantine died, that means like I could just like Specs water move all day on like Primarina and Volcanion. So that was kind of the plan here, was like kill Mantine with Wild Charge and then just like otherwise just break with Flamethrower and Steam Eruption. And when I saw Mantine wasn't there, like I just decided, you know, this isn't actually worth that much to me. So I just decided to like immediately get some damage off, and it got some fucking damage off. Jesus Christ.
Canyon numbers are like it's like one of the Pokemon where I think its stats are like fake, and they're actually like way higher than they are.
Yeah. It also got a lot of Steam Eruption misses. Hang on, how accurate is Steam Eruption? That's like 95, isn't it? Yeah, it missed two out of 3 of the 95 accurate move, which is like not 2 out of 3, like, but yeah, half the 95 accurate moves were misses, so like that's a bit disappointing from Volcanion, yeah. But it did what it needed to. It lived a Mamoswine Earthquake, which I was happy about.
Yeah.
Yeah, even though
it missed.
That fucking it turned Steam Eruption's accuracy into 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then Air Balloon was to as a kind of emergency Mamoswine check if I felt like I needed it. Because Mamoswine was a bit scary for my team.
Yeah.
What else? We got Porygon. This is a standard Trick Room set of Porygon. I did Max Fizz Death just for the best chances against Mamoswine. And then just like set up Trick Room, Teleport, Psychic to hit like Buzzwole and who else? Sneasler. And then like Primarina, I realized like basically Charlotte's team was not really that sturdy against water moves or fairy moves, so
Yeah.
I realized like basically it was going to be very easy to get into a situation where I could, with Trick Room up, I could just start pressing buttons at Prime Arena and just not stop.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what happened really, because Charlotte didn't bring a single water resist. Like I was just able to get off so many, just like scold after scold, and it's like fine. And even though Choice Specs was knocked off, it still did a lot of damage because Prime Arena is quite strong.
Yeah.
And then because I didn't need anything other than Scald and Moonblast for coverage, I just like decided Flip Turn and Aqua Jet just because like they might be useful. Aqua Jet was actually useful.
Yeah.
Which I was surprised about. But, you know. Jirachi, this is kind of like sort of the same yeah, this is sort of the same Trick Room support Jirachi set I brought a few times before. I mean, maybe a little bit different. I decided to go with Psychic just because, like, I didn't really like Ironhead against Charlotte's roster, and the Psychic looked also, like, pretty good for the same reasons it was good on Paragon.
Oh.
And then Fizz Death for like, I think this was for like Buzzwell and Sneasler. Just like be safer against them, and maybe like probably a bit of play score, I guess. But you know, Shedinja didn't do shit this game, but that's okay. It's there for moral support. It's there just to show people I do have it in me to bring Shedinja.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting the Rock Slide on Gliscor just because I thought it would be like, I thought that would be Stealth Rocks.
Oh.
But like, that wasn't its fourth move, so. Oh well. I mean, the idea was like, I probably should have pressed Protect to scout out if it was like scary coverage for it, but I didn't do that. I went for any IVs just because it literally doesn't need any other stats, and since it's a Trick Room, it's like, oh yeah, I went exactly 1 speed because that underspeeds like non-minus speed. Say, wait, hang on, does it? Wait, hang on. I think it's because it exactly overspeeded non-minus speed Sableye.
Yeah.
Which I thought was funny. And Terra type, and then Poltergeist Shadow Sneak. Charlotte also did not have a Ghost resist. Charlotte's team was lacking a lot of resists, I found.
Yeah.
So my kind of idea was like, oh, hang on, if this is allowed to set up on something in Trick Room, it'll like just press Poltergeist a bunch of times, and that's really good for it. But it didn't get to do that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And then Quagsire, it was just like quite good against Charlotte's roster just in general. Like, it's a ground type that like very cleanly beats Regieleki. It's Unaware is really good for like Gliscor and Sneasler. Tapu Koko needed a Grass Knot for it. Like, what else? Probably a bunch of other things. I mean, just Unaware guy is good. And Charlotte has a lot of physical attackers that like physical setup guys that are quite good. And yeah, I mean, it was ultimately like not a complicated team. It was like Trick Room offense, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't really too fussed about this battle.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I'm in playoffs now.
Yeah. Well, you already were, but like now you're super in playoffs.
Oh yeah, I'm super in playoffs. I'm higher seed in playoffs.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I gotta.
Which I don't think Ashton matters.
I've been doing this with the other people. I want to congratulate you for getting into playoffs because you worked hard. You had some tough matches too. You had some really tough matches, but in the end, you still like 5-3, like basically guaranteed you in. Honestly, even if you went 4-4, like you were still gonna be above me.
You still had the best. You had the best record.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm happy that like I kept my differential in a really safe position.
Yeah. You played like a champ. Maybe you have what it takes to be a champ.
Yeah.
WAFFLOES, Hazel, and me are not bad losses to have at all.
Yeah. I mean, the thing that's giving me a bit like the thing is like If you look at my messages in chat, it says first next to my name, and that's just a sneak peek. It's
Yeah.
just a sneak peek of what's going to happen in bracket. But yeah, I haven't made any trades for playoffs because I just felt like my roster's really good enough already. Anything I wouldn't want to like remove anything that I had just because I think like it would be taking away more than it adds really.
Yeah, that's legit. Yeah. Thanks for your time. Good shit.
Thank you.
Excited to see you in playoffs. Salutes.
Salutes.
Yeah. Okay, maybe because you've mentioned trades, do you want to just go over those real quick?
Sure.
Talk about them.
You don't want to save that for the end?
I guess we can do it at the end. Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
It'll make it easier for me doing timestamps later. Appreciate you.
Genius. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Let's do. You pulled up Ellie, but I think we should do Lilly and WAFFLOES are both here. We should pull that up. I think.
Sounds good. Oh yeah, which guy was my favorite on Eve's team? I'm not gonna do overall since you're in playoffs. My favorite team guy of yours this week. I mean, like, just the audacity of bringing Shedinja. To be honest, like there are definitely like
and then
he didn't
doing 1,000 funny things to the IVs and like only putting attack EVs. It's
and Terra type. Like I'm into the bits this week. It seems I'm into the bits. But I mean, it's one of the Wily Toilet did a lot. But Shedinja was funnier, so unfortunately, Wily E Toilet, you're going in the toilet, buddy.
Yeah.
You are not the favorite this week.
Alright, yeah, then we can talk about, WAFFLOES and Lilly. Hello?
Yeah, salute to Shedinja for being fucking dead.
Alright. This is the final game in the Lilly gauntlet, the Lilly streak. Yeah, so we have fucking.
Yeah, Lily's undefeated streak continues.
Hashtag girl chomp. Got the rocks up. The Mel switch is kind of sus here, and Jesus Christ, it is choice specs. But then that bash did like a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And then the Thunder Punch did. Well, I mean, not that
I'm
much,
actually surprised this dude. I guess it's Light Clay. I was expecting Rocky Helmet.
No, it's Punching Glove Mel. I think it was Helmet.
Oh, I meant on the Oh, does Punching Glove not hit Rocky Helmet?
Yeah, well, if you're using a punching move, then you don't. Then Contact doesn't. Do anything.
Interesting.
Yeah. Lilly stores the Healing Wish here. Belly drums it up. It's a quick jet, but the guy actually lives.
99%. Mr. Lady, so good.
And Lilly doesn't click Aqua Jeff here for some reason. She's freaked out. But whatever. The stored Healing Wish comes in. Mel comes out, and just it's a quick Ice Punch, which does honestly still too much damage. Lilly decides to get rid of the screens, and that Brave Bird does jack shit, but it does prevent the defog.
Yeah, that's wild.
So
that's Galaxy Brain plays.
This Mel switch kind of sucks. I'll be real. But the bash still does fucking that much damage through Reflect.
Double Iron Bash
and then the Ice Punch
so
comes
much.
Up. I assume that was a read on the I assume the Rock Slide was a read on the Mana Buzz switch. Rock Slide does not kill because it's kind of a weak move. I remember in the call, me and like Eve and Hazel were talking, and like we were just like, why the fuck's WAFFLOES have Rock Slide? That move sucks. It's doing nothing. It's doing nothing to Mana Buzz. So Lily's just content to just like roost on this. multiple times, and then just U-turns out. Mel comes back in. The Mystical Fire kills here, though.
Mystical Fire is so good.
Safe Box comes out, and the Moonblast does quite a bit. Gets the special attack drop, but whatever, it's, you know, got a big fat Moonblast. The Z Belly Drum comes in, but unfortunately, this panda was a foul play, so that didn't work.
That's so unfortunate.
Amanda was just kind of... She just roots on this, which is dangerous, but I kind of respect it. The Rock Slide still really doesn't do that much. Foul plays it to get the chip. Rock Slide misses, and Lilly turns out gets some more nice chip. And now, like, Chomp takes a superpower, just EQs this guy.
It's a to Sylveon.
Yeah. The Chomp gets sacked, but the Scarf Lele is just gonna clean it up with a quick Side Shock. Yeah. Yeah. So let's bring Lilly in first, I suppose. We normally do winner first. We do winner first normally, but then if the person isn't there, I do the loser first, which I don't know why, but what I do. Yeah. Let's invite Lilly in here. I'm knocking on Lily's door. I did prep Lilly for the game also. Oh, I'm fucking figuring out these mechanics. Fight to speak. Fight to speak? Request to speak? Fight, okay. I like this, I hate stages. It's such a bad fucking... I assume the stupid thing's happening where it's like getting covered by something, or whatever, again. Because this is what happens. I don't know how this works on mobile. Yeah, I don't even fucking know. I, like, don't...
You'll figure it out eventually. Any second now.
Minutes. I'm gonna try and invite again. Invite to speed. Might not be intelligible anyways. I don't, if this, okay, here, Lilly, what I'm gonna do, I think, what we're gonna do, if we can figure this out, I think, we can just have you in the chat in here, and I'll just, like, I'll like, read off, so you can, like, type thoughts, and I'll read it off, if we can't fucking get you into this stage. Yeah, alright, we'll just do that. So, yeah. So, but I prepped you for this game, so I do know stuff. Yeah, like, so yeah, Mel is pretty straightforward. It was like bash and EQ and the bolt beam of punches. I think it was 29 speed for like some. I'm pretty sure it was for. I thought there was a thing with that where it was I think it was to underspeed. There was some specific target that we wanted to underspeed while also like outspeeding like Slowking and Snorlax. I can't remember exactly what it is right now. It was underspeed, min speed, Arctivish, but overspeed Snorlax and Slowking.
I see.
So it was just a tiny little optimization. But yeah, basically had to be Punch and Glove Mel because like Band was really good in this matchup, except for the fact that Corviknight was there and was like definitely 100% gonna be holding Rocky Helmet. So just fucking didn't do that. Yeah. This chomp spread I like cooked up in a laboratory, and I don't even remember all of the benchmarks that it was. This is a dope like. This is a fucking 5 EV spread. It was I think it was basically like outspeeding uninvested. Like it was basically so like 4 speed like outsped like uninvested Tyranitar, I'm pretty sure, and then 132 Spadef hit like some nice benchmark. If I can like pull up my DMs with Lilly, I could probably find the benchmarks for it. Oh, it was uninvested Gyarados as well, actually.
Okay.
But yeah, just 4 speed, so it was like whatever, just go for it. And then yeah, then the Spadef was for like something. The special attack was so that the Fire Blast would OHKO, or it would like be like a comfortable like 2-hit KO on like a couple of big targets. Yeah, it was like Corviknight 2-hit KO, like special attack was for that. The defense and like special defense was like in like HP are obviously just like kind of generic bulk, but we leaned Spadef because we wanted something that could live. I think it was 2 Specs Chandelure Shadow Balls. It was something like that. And then we were sassy because we couldn't be that's minus speed plus Spadef because we wanted to. I believe it's minus speed plus Spadef because you needed the extra special bulk, and then the speed wasn't that important overall. It was the least important step. But yeah. You can do shit like this with Mega Garchomp EVs. It's a very malleable Pokemon because of the way its stats are. Yeah, it's pretty fun. This is extremely normal Mandibuzz.
Mega Garchomp can do everything except be better than regular Garchomp.
Yeah, this is true. Yeah, like, oh yeah, also it was double hazards, Earthquake, Fire Blast. Like, Fire Blast hit Corv and, like, hit, like, Corv and, mostly Corv, actually, but, like, Corv was valuable enough to hit. Oh, Corv and Motom. And, like, Brillium, I guess. But, yeah. Oh yeah, Lilly named the Mandibuzz the world for yeah. She keeps talking about anytime if here's a peer behind the fucking curtain. If you're in a call with Lilly and she's playing Pokemon, like she's playing fucking random battles or whatever, she's gonna start talking about how like my world is ending or they're destroying my world, or my like world is horrible. She keeps talking about her world, so yeah, it's the world, how the world hates her, whatever. But yeah, the world. Yeah, his overcoat. I mean, that's like the only Mandibuzz ability, anyways. But it's good in this matchup because of Sand and Prelim support. Yeah, it's a very normal Mandibuzz boots because yeah, it's the item you run on it. Azumarill. This is Azumarill's final fucking blaze of glory because we didn't. It was definitely getting traded, but like it actually was pretty good in this matchup, even though it didn't get like used that well. I think we were saying like. Yeah, you could just hard lead like Belly Drum Azumarill if you and like click Belly Drum if there's no Motom, but and there wasn't, but I think Lilly got a little scared, which is understandable. But yeah, the idea was just kind of like get chip on early with like the Azumarill and stuff. The bulk was like set up so that it could like live both switches and stuff. Yeah. Uh,
Yeah, pretty standard Azu set.
yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Lily said the autofill calcs like are 0 attack on guard chomp. It's like bulky chomp. So like Lily thought the earthquake wouldn't kill, which is why she didn't jet. Yeah. Sometimes you don't look at the calc close enough when you're doing that in the heat of battle. Yeah, and then Indeedee female. Yeah, this isn't even Psychic Surge. This is just fucking. This is just Healing Wish. Like we were just like Healing Wish is like good enough in this matchup that like we just like want to have 2 Melmetals basically. Like it's better to have 2 Melmetals than to have like another like 6 Pokemon was like the theory behind it. So we were just like, yeah, let's just put Healing Wish on there. Like whatever. That was pretty good. Yeah, and then this is oh wait, this is not Scarflight, this is Specs Lily. But yeah, it's Specs Lily. And that's because we were like, yeah, the numbers are gonna be crazy on this thing if we just see the numbers. Like if you just click buttons, the numbers are crazy. Also, I want to really note that it's called Safety Box because I had a dream one time that on the Mega 64 podcast they announced 2 new shirts, and one was a shirt named Hungry Box that was a compressed picture of Goku, and the other was a shirt named Safety Box that was a fake Pokemon card with a picture of a centaur on it.
That's fucking awesome.
That Safety Box is a reference to that. I had that dream in like 2017, and nobody's ever forgot about it. Also, this fucking Indeedee is named Zipper Zumpling. Yay!
So good.
But yeah, yeah. Do you have a favorite guy?
Fuck. Honestly, after hearing the story of Safety Box, I gotta give it to him. I gotta give it to him. No, you know what? I changed my mind. I'm glad I was here for Azu's final stand, because I think Azu is funny and cute and sweet. Yeah. And I'm glad it got to do something, even if it wasn't that much.
Yeah, unfortunately, like, Azu is kind of a weird, like, draft for Lily, because she has Psychic Terrain, and so, he is literally, like, Azumarill is the Aqua Jet guy, so when you don't get to click Aqua Jet very much, it's just kind of like, well, okay.
Yeah.
But, it's whatever. It happens. But yeah, I think that mostly, like, wraps that up. Yeah, good shit to Lily.
Yeah, congratulations, Lily, for having the easiest spot in playoffs ever, with the the only undefeated player currently.
Yeah. I think Lily, like, definitely, like, I don't know. We'll see how Lily does when I'm now, like, when I'm not, because I'm gonna, like, be tryharding enough in playoffs to the extent that I just start, like, oh yeah, also shouts out to Lily for winning this match so that I could so that my bracket was slightly easier in playoffs. Yeah, shouts to that. Anyways, I'm gonna invite WAFFLOES in here to talk about this. But yeah, I don't know. Lily's good. She's good at Pokemon, and she's pretty good building.
She's kind of good at this game, yeah.
And she has a really good roster, so it's worked out.
Hello?
Yep.
Hi.
Okay, so I went into this match being like, I don't think I'm gonna beat Lilly, but I'm gonna try and do some silly shit, and I'm gonna try and do a lot of damage, I guess. I decided to go with like a kind of hyper offense, web screens team with fucking,
like Warhammer.
Yeah, I got with Corviknight. You mentioned Rocky Helmet.
Yeah.
I was really going through Core of Night sets to like see what it could wall and like what other bases I could cover. And I decided I should let it do none of those roles, and I just ran double screens on it, and that worked out okay. I think the light screen into Mandy Buzz. I totally forgot about default getting rid of screens. I was very greedy.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think feel pretty good about bringing that guy. Orbeetle, Mr. Lady did Mr. Lady things. Lived at like 2 HP, just like not even because of Sash, which is kind of good because I was originally gonna run Mental Air, but I just forgot to change it, so I guess it worked out anyway because there wasn't top Mandibuzz, or at least I didn't have to deal with it. But that did not really matter, unfortunately, because I did not get to keep that web up, which is a bit unfortunate. Talk about Hulk Toilet. I was really scared about Gengar Focus Blast with this guy. I originally ran like this guy's super bulky because of but screens kind of fixed to that weakness a little bit. So I just ran probably the shittiest offensive moveset ever on a Tyranitar, if you can believe that. I really should have gone Stone Edge. I underestimated how much of a difference there is between 75 and 100 power on a rock move, which is tough. You know, well, now I know, so I'm not too upset about it, but now I know. Pursuit for Gengar, obviously, and Superpower was for Metal just to like chunk it. Like it could never kill, but like I figured just to run it. Garmageddon things. Again, Rock Slide over Stun is just kind of dumb. And the Rock Slide against Memelo specifically, I was kind of me being like, I don't feel like Earthquake will kill here.
Oh yeah, you want to maybe cheese out a flinch.
I went in for something dumb. I figured it was. It was not. How do I word this? I was already in place. I figured like fuck it, I can do something a little silly, little agency here.
Yeah.
But, like it was dumb, but whatever. I forget the EVs. All these guys have weird speed EVs because the Sticky Web stuff. I forget the exact benchmarks, but it was for web stuff. Maxed out special attack speed, choice specs. I figured I need to be clicking big buttons of Sylveon more and not like rely on the Z Crystal either. I did not expect Hyper Voice to do that much against Numidol. Like 47 is nuts.
The number was big.
It was a good number. I should have clicked Mystical Fire at some points, but like I figured it was a strong enough button to like click regardless if Melodol was coming in or not. I tend to be very safe when it comes to clicking buttons, unless it's like really, really stupid, like with fucking Rock Slide or Jump against the Melmetal. But well, whatever. I gotta work on that. And the fucking Snorlax, I hadn't gotten to use them a lot during this draft, so I figured I'll run Snorlax on a Webs team, and it might do something. It didn't get to do anything, unfortunately, because Mandibuzz is crazy. But I think the speed benchmark was for fucking Porygon, maybe? Probably? I don't know. Yeah, not much to say about this team. I got a little silly with it. I think that's about it. I got on this team. Lilly played fucking crazy. There was only so much I could have done. I think to prepare. I want to kind of be in probably can't win this match.
Ultimately, it was like probably the single least consequential match of the entire league. Genuinely, the only thing that it changed was you and Morgan like swapping positions in playoff, which is really like not well. There could have been a scenario where it swapped me and Lilly as well if you had like won hard enough, but
like 6-0,
yeah. Like you would have had to do 5-0 or better. Yeah. Like,
yeah.
It was, you know, but yeah, like overall, I mean, yeah, I think you played it well. I think, you know, you definitely had. It was definitely on the edge. Like I was scared the whole time, even though I didn't. Well, I was actually the stakes were highest for me because of the aforementioned it making my bracket easier.
Right.
I was like, fuck, Lilly, you better win this 2-0 or better, or else I will have to fight Morgan round 1 in playoffs.
I was feeling myself this match, at least at the beginning.
Yeah.
I felt like I could win, even though I didn't at all. I got kind of fucked up by that Melmetal and the Amanda Buzz. Melmetal's so fucking chunky, by the way. Oh my god, 143 is not a real number on a Pokemon. That is nuts.
Melmetal's so good. But yeah.
But I mean, so good. We're fine.
Congrats on playoffs.
Yeah, congratulations on making it to playoffs. My favorite guy on the team, honestly, it's gotta be Sparkle on the Sylveon, because literally, the numbers were so fucking crazy. Like, I was in awe of this little transgender beast.
I almost ran fucking Hyper Beam over Psychic, but I felt the coverage for Gengar been better. But
that would have been a good bit though.
It might have killed the Memo though at some point. It would have been really funny. But that is what it is. I had fun this match. It was a really fun match. I'm glad to making it to playoffs now.
Yeah, good shit. All right.
Safe for me. I dropped my water bottle. Fuck. Hang on.
All right. I think it's time now for it should be time for Hazel versus our other Lilly.
Yes, this is our first match that really like affects like who got in. Because as a result of Hazel's victory, Lilly was not able to make playoffs. Honestly though, the real problem that Lilly had was this demerit. At the end,
it was all downhill after the demerit.
Yeah, it's like you can only do so much after that.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah, let's get into this shit. The Devil Gundam.
Go up early. The taunt is not fast enough.
Yeah, that's so sad.
Lilly brought the kind of slow taunt, like a Alolan Muck a couple times, but it's not that good. The Stantrum comes out. That's the anti-grassy terrain tech. Because grassy terrain weakens Earthquake specifically.
Yeah.
The Starmie comes in.
Good time for a Dragon Dance.
The Starmie is Scarf, but it is not going to be fast enough. It is not going to be strong enough to kill. You know, it's worth noting that Mega Gyarados has like 5 billion special defense. It's like 120 or something. It's like really high, so it's quite bulky. But it does die to the helmet from the Helmet Hydreigon.
Sauzels 92.
Yeah. Because it had 92%. The CC on the Dragon, but it also does the helmet ship.
The helmet is just so much. The helmet really is putting in a big work.
Instead of the Glizzy. Does dip. The Saizendo comes in, takes that Earthquake, but now the zone's coming in with the balloon.
Not anymore though, HH.
and then the Stantrum comes in. So that actually did matter. That Earthquake would not have killed there. I'm pretty sure. The Dragon comes in. It does die to the Glide, but it at least gets the Rocky Helmet chip on the Rilla. Rotom Heat comes in. Just kind of overheats because it will kill whatever it touches right now. Rilla comes back in. And then just clicks Earthquake or Overheat again because yeah, it's like still gonna kill even with the special attack drop. The Surf does come in, and Foul Play is not enough to kill. Sedimento comes in just to take the Water Absorb.
Just for a yummy dessert.
And there's no Grass Knot on the Raichu, so the Stomping Tantrum does kill. And that's game. Yeah. Let's bring Hazel in. Talk about Dish.
Antidote, I only watched Witch, sorry.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, what's the anti-Gundam tech here?
Not watching enough.
Yeah. So I was pretty scared of this matchup. Grassy Glide and Magnezone were both like really bad for me.
Yeah, it ruins Skarm, and it
yeah. So that's why I couldn't bring Skarmory, because Magnezone just comes in for free and deletes that. So
yeah.
But then I realized, like, oh yeah, Hydreigon like walls a lot of the correct things. It resists the Grassy Glide. It doesn't eat Grassy Glides quite as well as Skarmory would, but still like well enough.
Yeah.
It also walls Gyarados better because of its resistances. Because water and dark resisting both water and dark is just like rare. And
yeah.
Also being immune to Earthquake is
yeah.
So it just completely. Although I just realized, I just fucking realized it's not actually immune to Mega Gyarados Earthquake.
Yeah, Mold Breaker, baby.
That shit has Mold Breaker. I completely forgot until just now.
Yeah.
That would have been a bad situation to be in.
Oh my god. I mean, it probably wouldn't have done a whole lot, but it wouldn't have taken the Rocky Helmet chip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I could have just clicked U-turn. On the turn that I flinched, I clicked U-turn anyway.
Yeah.
So actually, I kind of liked getting flinched there, because then it meant I could just roost and let it die to Rocky Helmet, and then end at the 92%. Because yeah, that Hydreigon ate a lot of hits. That ended up just being really good. My Dastardly Winker didn't hit the stage again for the third time. I just play too much bulky offense.
Yeah.
For the cleanups to be anything, I guess. I did have Rock Blast for the 3 multi-hit weak Pokemon on Lily's roster. For breaking Dragonite Multiscale, breaking Mimikyu Disguise, and taking advantage of Ceruledge weak armor, even though Stone Edge would have killed.
Yeah.
But Rock Blast is funnier, but
yeah.
Otherwise it's pretty normal. Just put on enough speed to outspeed everything after a Dragon Dance, or most things before a Dragon Dance, just because fucking Aerodactyl, man.
Yeah.
One thing I was scared of, well, I kind of mentioned it at the beginning of the battle. I was surprised to see no Azelf, no Cleavor. That was, because both of those with Scarf outspeed a Jolly Max Aerodactyl. And I was really scared of this Scarf Stone Axe. So that's why I have Dragon Dance also for... I like kept thinking about it, it's like, oh, what if she randomly like has Scarf Raichu?
Yeah.
Because that would be silly. So yeah, when I saw no Azelf, no Cleavor, and yes Raichu, I was like, wait, is it Scarf?
Yeah.
It's like, no, probably not still, but like, what if?
Yeah.
But no, it was Specs. Is Specs no grass? Anyway.
Yeah.
Speaking of moves not on Lilly's team, so I have this Shed Shell King Gambit, which I was glad to have thought of because that kind of eased a lot of stuff. So it can just switch out from Magnezone. Toxicroak can just eat the Body Press, or whatever, and then I can be very happy, and I have Ice Punch for the Rillaboom switch in, and everything would be quite beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Her Magnezone didn't have Body Press in the end.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could have, if I had done low kick, I could have just like two-shot.
Yeah.
I have 8 speed for some reason. Oh yeah, I think it's like outspeed a 4-speed Muck. Just because funny.
Yeah.
I was pretty scared of Muck because that walls a lot of stuff. Which is why I was willing to take the knockoff chip in order to weaken Muck a lot.
Yeah.
At the beginning, I was just kind of confused at Muck staying, and I really thought that was going to be a Rillaboom switch in, and that's why I did the Ice Punch there. And then she also thought I was going to switch and clicked Pursuit, and it was just all around a weird turn.
Yeah.
And then we were both like, oh shit, they're going to stay in, so I can click my good move. I have Scarf Starmie again.
I mean, if it works, it works.
Yeah, it ended up being funny to get good damage on a setup Gyarados. It was for like killing Scarf Cleavor before it got rocks up. So that's why it's Surf instead of Hydro Pump, because that just like it kills, and I wanted the guaranteed hit. Ice Beam for the grass guys, Thunderbolt for Gyarados and whatever else.
Yeah.
Once I saw Cleavor wasn't there, I was quite happy to just die to the Gyarados getting chip. Just like Cleavor and Azelf not being there just made me able to happily get chips or deaths on my water types in order to, make progress.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Toad was gonna be Assault Vest at first because I was like, oh, I don't have good as elf hit tankers. Besides King Gambit, but that kind of, I don't want it to get like fricked or whatever. So, but then I realized I didn't have any hazards on my team, so I just went with max special defense, leftovers stealth rock, which again worked out quite beautifully.
Yeah.
Rotom had foul play, just because I didn't really want to put anything. I didn't have anything else I wanted to put in that fourth slot, and foul play. Yeah. I mean, it like ruins Sarah Ledge, a setup Mimikyu, lets me click buttons while I'm at -2 from overheat. It just did a surprising amount of stuff that, and apparently it does 66% to a Alola Raichu.
Yeah, that was kind of shocking to me.
Yeah. I guess as well as having low attack, the thing does have low defense, so.
Yeah.
Did you at any point consider how fucking funny it would have been to run Willow and Thunder Wave, though?
I've done that before.
It's a good bit.
I did consider, because I mean, if there are some things that need to get burned and some things that need to get paralyzed, like why not, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think my thought process ended up being anything I want to paralyze, I actually just want to click a strong button on, like kill with overheat, or in Sarah Ledge's case, foul play. But yeah, if Sarah Ledge like came in on a -2 Rotom and was like, hey, this is a free sword stance, then lol, foul play. 248 timid because Lilly had like 4 base 85s and Rotom is base 86, so it's like I can't waste this opportunity to outspeed everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ended up putting foul play on Rotom like surprisingly quickly, and I just kind of was just like, oh, I don't know what to put on there. Foul play, lol, and then I thought about it more, and it was just good.
Yeah.
Because I've done that on other teams, or it's just like, oh, maybe I'll just put foul play on Rotom P, and then it's like, no, it fucking sucks.
Yeah.
But I love going for bits every time.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that most covers it. Any like final thoughts about like on the game at least. Talk a little about other stuff too. But...
I think that's about it. Rotom has been all 6 friends now.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, no, that's it.
Alright. Yeah, but yeah, congrats on I mean, you were already in playoffs again, but like, like again, like good shit.
Yeah, congrats.
You put together a fairly fucking epic record. Like really, like
Yeah.
you lost the like you lost to just like me and Ray, and like Ray, and I mean Ray ended up being sort of a like weird god slayer in their own way, so it was kind of a it was its own, like, you know, that's but neither bad losses. That's why I'm actually super interested in. I'm not to spoil playoffs too much, but I'm super interested in Lilly versus Ray as round 1 of playoffs. Like,
Yeah,
we've had some
another god.
we've had some fucking weird Ray wins and weird Ray losses, and you never know quite gonna happen. But yeah, like congrats.
Threads is in the fucking garbage.
Yeah. Treads is still alive.
Wait, what?
Treads is still alive. No, Treads is still alive. Ray traded away
Reudiclus, that's right. I just assumed it was
Treads stayed alive.
Treads.
Mr. Treads is still alive.
Why though?
So we'll talk more about it during trades,
Yeah.
but I actually do think Bisharp makes Treads a little better. But yeah, good shit.
And also,
Yeah.
like I said earlier, I'm not going to be able to do the live game today.
Yeah.
I
Fine.
I could have done it at the beginning of the stream. I could have woken up for it.
Yeah.
When you said 7 o'clock, I literally was just like, oh, 7 Pacific, because 7 o'clock Thursday is an important time to me because
That is when my weekly thing is.
Yeah.
So I kind of goofed there, but oh well.
Yeah, it happens. But yeah. Yeah.
Maureen,
good
what's
shit.
your favorite guy?
You know, I was gonna go with a guy who actually did something, but I gotta be honest, it's so fucking like, and this has kind of been the week where I've mostly made, like, not joke picks, but, like, well, they are joke picks because they're, like, funny to me. I'm charmed by the dastardly Winker just sitting in the back doing fuck all. Like,
Moral
it could do stuff, but it really does just amount to moral
He just
support.
winks at everyone and they power up.
Literally.
Yeah.
Aerodactyl wins by doing absolutely nothing. Literally what Ray said.
Yeah, I mean it's the pressure. It's the pressure that it applies.
Truly.
Alright. Yeah. Good shit.
Alright.
Alright.
Yeah.
See you. Talk about Lilly's team real quick. This is just Grassy Glide. This is straight by real good. I don't know. So we've been over this. It was Stomping Tantrum. It did have it's a little different. There's no Woodhammer and Stomping Tantrum knockoff Fusion, but you know, that's Rillaboom, baby.
Honestly, I'm glad that Lilly didn't have to play with the nerfed Grassy Glide. They made Grassy. They already nerfed it to like 60 power in game, and then when the DLC actually came out and you could actually use it, it's 55 power now.
Yeah.
Like, it's still good. It's still Grassy Glide, but they're trying so hard to make it shit.
Yeah. Yep. A little muck. Pretty straightforward. Max attack. I feel like it probably should have had some speed for the taunt to like do stuff, but whatever. It's fine. I don't think it was outspeeding that much anyways. But, you know, the taunt was still a fine idea. Taunt is still a good move, even if it's slow. Yeah. Pretty normal Gyarados. Every time I see a Gyarados, like, I just think, I'm like, oh yeah, this has fucking no, yeah, like, I see Waterfall and I'm like, what the fuck, why does it not have Liquidation? I remember Gyarados still hasn't learned Liquidation for some reason. Like, what? Why are they cooking him? I don't get it. Yeah. Ceruledge is SD Bitterblade Sneak CC Focus Sash Weak Armor. Pretty normal.
96 quite bitter blades.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the yeah. Pretty normal. The Magazone I think it's really questionable that this is not body press for Gambit. What? I guess it's fine, but I'm just, yeah, like I think it's really odd that it's not body press for Gambit. I guess like Lily's probably primarily thinking about trapping Skarm, but like you want to beat the Gambit too. But you know, pretty normal. I don't know what Toxic was for, to be honest, either. Yeah, this was for like I don't even know. Well, it'll remain a forever mystery. Yeah, and the Spec Raichu. It's got 4 moves. It's got the 4 moves. It probably should have been Grass Knot over Volt Switch so that it could hit the Seismitoad. But you know, again, it's or you hit the Seismitoad and hit like air resistance. But yeah, you know, overall pretty standard Lilly team. But yeah.
My favorite overall on this team for this week. This is the first time I'm not picking a joke pick all night. It's Gyarados, man. Gyarados is so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Even though it didn't get to show off its full potential, I still think Gyarados made quite a lot of progress.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. 130 special defense, bro. But yeah, alright. We can pull up Lily's sheet also. Yeah, this game did unfortunately mean that Lilly did not make playoffs.
Yeah.
He had a good few games early on, but kind of lost some steam, and you know, it's unfortunate. I think she's a strong player, but she didn't quite make it. You know, which is okay. It happens. My favorite mod that Lilly had was, I mean, look, fucking. Well, the thing about Rillaboom is it's actually my least favorite. I hate that thing. I hate thinking about that thing. I hate thinking about Grassy Glide. But my real favorite is my favorite is probably Cleavor, because Cleavor kept being fucking terrifying. It felt like every time Scarf Cleavor was out on the field, it was like threatening the shit out of something.
Yeah, I was about to say Cleavor was like consistently like a scary ass presence.
It honestly shocked me that it only got 3 kills, because it felt like it got 5,000, but it was just doing that much damage that it just felt like it was getting kills constantly.
Yeah. Salute to Lilly. She put in a lot of hard work. She did not make it, but she came damn close. She came damn close, and that's a commendable effort.
Good ass shit.
Unfortunately, though, she would have been higher if she didn't get this demerit.
Yeah, for the disrespect. And not tardiness. Even though that was the whole crux of the issue. But yeah,
I just realized. Awesome.
Anyways, let's pull up, I mean, yeah, we only have one left. We only have just me and Ellie, now.
And this was probably, this was the match that was most important to me.
Yeah. You needed me to fuck shit up.
I had the most stake in this battle. I needed Sienna to win to guarantee my place in playoffs. And honestly, the funny thing is, basically every best case scenario for me happened. Like, literally every single best case scenario for me happened.
Every best case scenario happened to the point where you didn't even just make playoffs, but you made it to 6th instead of, 8th or 7th.
Yeah, I never dropped from 6th, which is the crazy thing.
Yeah. Yeah, Oh,
I need to pull Ellie's team up. Whoops. Okay.
Alright. Out. I want to get rid of the light play here early. This was a big this Drapion was a big anti-lead I had. I was just this is really good against Grimmsnarl because it blocks the Prankster if it's Parting Shot or Taunt, and then it can break the screens away and knock stuff and whatever else. So you can see, like, I brick break here. Yeah. I knocked the sludge. I knocked the toxic sludge away. The defog goes back up, and then we start playing this stupid little fucking shuffle where we're like both like pivoting around trying to get toxic spikes like in and out, and like I'm just like, oh no, and I keep getting scared that this has Fire Blast, which is part of why I keep bringing Drapion back in, because I don't want Caesar to die. But eventually it kind of reveals that it's jack shit, and I sack the Drapion. I SD on it. Ellie tries to get the Ellie defogs on this, and then I bullet punch, which doesn't quite kill, but it's actually good for me. And Ellie tries to spike on it, but brings in Zard because it's like scared. But then that gives me a free turn to defog because it didn't die. I bring in Como. This is a bulky Como to like kind of wall the Zard. Ellie like
another classic Ellie not mega evolving.
Oh, there's a lot of that here. I bring in Floor just now because I'm like, okay, I really will not take a lot with Florges. And I just start Calm Minding with Ellie's mold here.
This is the exact point where I joined the game. I remember this.
I see him again. I see him more. Ellie shots, but it's fine. I'm just gonna Calm Mind again. The Weezing dies to the fucking rocks, so I just get another Calm Mind for free. Zard comes in, takes 50% from rocks. Ellie forgets the Mega, but it wouldn't really have mattered because I was at so much special defense at this point. I see him once more, and then I fucking... Do I see him again for good measure? Yeah, I do. So now I'm at +6. Ellie does get a crit, but now she has to deal with a +6 Florges.
Yeah.
Sandy Shocks comes in, but like, okay, man, sure. Like,
with both of her physical attackers not being good for this matchup.
Drago clicks Ice Fang, which doesn't fucking do anything. I Draining Kiss it. Grimmsnarl comes in, tries to sucker me because it's the only like attack it has, and I Training Kiss. And then Slitherwing comes in. It does get the first impression, but it's nearly not gonna do nearly enough to do really anything. And then I Training Kiss it, and then I win.
That fucking Florges sweep, holy shit. Took out Ellie's entire squad, basically.
Florges is really good. Yeah, the only thing it didn't kill was just the Weezing, which I had to rocks, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eve said it needed a Mega, but like, honestly, if it had Mega'd, it really wasn't gonna do anything, like, at that point. Like, it was too... The Florges was too fat at that point for Mega'ing to matter.
Right.
Really at all. Ellie would have had to get, like, 14 consecutive air slash flinches. Or something. Like, I don't know. Mega'ing definitely would have helped, but, like, honestly, like, she needed a Mega early rather than later. But, yeah. Yeah, so I'll talk about this team. This was Shucka Drapion, because I was scared of some ground move. Drapion, like, let's Shucka Drapion. I was like scared to some move. I really also want to, like, I like nearly like made like this team basically a joke team to fight Ellie, and then I actually try-harded the shit out of every EV spread on it. So like, shouts out to that. But yeah. Oh yeah, I just Shucka Drapion. I was scared to like ground move on something. I was scared of like, I think I was scared of like shocks coming in and like clicking Earth Power for free or something. I don't remember exactly, but you know, Shucka made sense. I think it was originally Black Sludge, and I just made it Shucka. yeah, Toxic Spike's Brick Break Whirlwind knockoff made it a pretty ideal, like, anti-lead for Grimmsnarl. And I was basically thinking, like, if there's no, like, grounded wheezing, which it wasn't, it was Levitate, but, like, it's still, like, it had Toxic Spike, so I ended up having to remove the, like, defog anyways, but, you know, I was kind of thinking, like, if there was no, like, if there wasn't, like, if I had the opportunity, I would have just clicked Whirlwind, like, as many times as possible and just got, like, just spread Toxic on shit. But, you know, it didn't work out, but I think, you know, Drapion did fine.
Yeah, that would have been a good
job, hopefully. Like, I don't know, like, the idea behind this team was, like, Florges wasn't even really meant to be the win con. The win con was meant to be Scarf Blaze, but it didn't need to come out. So I'll talk about the Scarf Blaze. This is Fortigate attack, hasty, so that's, like, minus defense plus speed. Blaze, with Rock Blast. And you may be wondering, and you may, now, for one, you're probably thinking, wait, Blacephalon learns Rock Blast? And two, you're wondering, like, what is Blacephalon's attack stat? It can't be that high. Blacephalon has, I think, 121 attack.
What?
It's, like, strong. It's, like, physically strong. And, like, it's 127, sorry.
Oh my god, this is a fake mon. How the fuck is this thing tier 3? This is a fake mon.
Because it dies to everything, but like it is so like.
I guess that's true. You're right. It's still like that's goofy as fuck.
It's extremely frail. I just have a very good roster for it because it's like I have all this pivoting. But yeah, basically like the one thing that was walling Glace was like was a Rockwanid, so I was basically just like, okay, I can like bring in Glace on a Revenge, and then if I predict in a Rockwanid switch, I can click Rock Blast and just kill a Rockwanid. Or it was doing like with 3 hits, it was doing like 85% or something, but it was like killing on like 5 hits, so it was really good.
It's okay, take your time.
Yeah. But yeah, like I don't know, Blaze didn't come out, but like yeah, like the idea was kind of like, yeah, Scarf Blaze kind of like wins once it's like 2 checks are removed, because Blacephalon's really good. Yeah. Bulky Kumalo was for Zard mostly. It was just basically to like wall Zard and like wall. Like I honestly didn't expect Air Slash at all. In my brain, Zard does not have a flying move. It only has Solar Beam and Scorching Sands. I was prepping more for Dragon Pulse than Air Slash.
Right.
Which Dragon Pulse is longer, so it's whatever. But I didn't really think about Air Slash. But yeah, it didn't end up walling Zard that hard. And it was also EV'd to like 2-hit KO Zard with Thunder Punch, but I got burned immediately on the Flamethrower switch in, so it didn't really work out.
Yeah.
But you know, it did its job. It got rocks up. Stealth Rock's good. Yeah, it was bulletproof because doesn't really matter. Like some matchups, the Como ability is not important, and this is one of them. I think it was basically just like it would have blocked like Zard Focus Blast, and it would have blocked like Wheezing like Sludge Bomb. Rotom Wash. This was Nasty Plot. Like, this is like bulky, like slow Nasty Plot. This is basically just to like improve the Celesteela matchup. Like if I was in against Cell, I could like click Nasty Plot and like pwn it with Discharge or whatever. Other than that, it's pretty normal Rotom. Like pivot, like bulky Rotom. This Caesar was like, it really didn't need that much bulk. It was EV'd to hit some benchmark with like Bullet Punch. I think it was like, yeah, like this attack was like at +2. Like once I had an SD up, it was doing like, it was like a range. It was like a pretty like solid range to kill Zard after rocks, despite the resist, because Caesar's strong. And then that was for Superior. it allowed me to roost on Superior at +6 because +6 Superior was doing like 40% or something to it. And then yeah, and then the rest was just dumped in HP and then defense. And then finally Florgis, the fucking man of the hour. I had like a slight inkling that Florgis would just win this game, which is why I named it Ellie's Mold. So like for context, for anybody at home who doesn't know this, which is everybody, like literally, but like probably everybody, but like Ellie, I've had this like long running bit with Ellie where I don't even remember where it started, but I just kept talking about like, why don't you take care of your pet mold? Like, why do you neglect your pet mold? And like, I've just been saying it forever, and then I was just like, okay, if this, and I saw like white Florgis, and I thought about mold, and I was like, okay, if this Florgis just like randomly wins the game, it'll be so funny if it's just like Ellie's mold getting its revenge. So I like decided to fucking just like name it that, and like that is exactly what happened. So shouts out to that.
Yeah, never neglect your pet mold. You will regret it.
Yeah. Or it might like 6-0 you. But yeah. What's your favorite guy on this?
Come on. What kind of question is that? It's Ellie's mold. What else could it be?
Yeah. Ellie's mold got you into fucking
like,
into playoffs comfortably.
It was already my favorite just from like seeing that match and watching it like eviscerate Ellie. And then when you told me the backstory of Ellie's mold, it's like, who the fuck else could it be? It's not even a fucking contest. Like, the second place would have been Chef Ramsay, and Chef Ramsay is half of the Mon that Ellie's mold is.
Yeah. But yeah. But yeah, that's basically covers it. Talking about Ellie's team. Which I didn't prep her for because I was playing against her. I think mostly Hazel and Eve. Or no, Hazel, I don't think Eve did much. Eve might have said a couple sentences to Ellie, but I don't think Eve said that much. Eve had a couple suggestions. She wants to like share it. She can, but yeah. But it was mostly Lilly and Hazel helped out Ellie. Yeah. I don't know. This Grimsnarl is pretty normal. I think I got told that it was for I think it was for Blaze actually. It was to like not get swept by Scarf Blaze, which is pretty real.
Yeah.
That's fair. Sandy Shocks it's for being Sandy Shocks, I think. It has a little extra bulk. I don't know exactly what that's for. I would imagine that it was for like, it's probably living some sort of like some sort of random thing, like some like Blaze like flame tower or something. If I had to guess. Yeah. The Guizing was Clear Smog. If that had like not been in Rock's death range, then it could have actually been the one thing that like beat Florgis, but
yeah,
unfortunately, like taking that fat ass bullet punch from Caesar earlier was pretty bad. Yeah. Yeah, like Strange Steam, Toxic Mix, Clear Smog, pretty normal. Defog and yeah. Pretty normal Guizing. SpongeBob himself.
SpongeBob.
It was Levitate. I guess it was Levitate to like switch into like Lando and stuff, which makes sense. I like probably would have made it like grounded just for like my like being scared of toxic spikes, but it's like also it's like really scary to do that against me, so I don't know. Because of Lando and shit. But yeah, yeah. The Slitherwing is Life Orb, which I don't really know why it was Life Orb. I guess it was sort of be Flame Charge, whatever, but kind of weird. Forgot the last EV, but whatever. It happens. We've all done it.
We've all been there.
I assume it was max speed just because of the flame charge, like just being like so it could like maybe get like a sweep with that. Honestly, I think it probably should have been Flare Blitz, because then it could have actually like threatened like Caesar and like Florges a lot more. But I didn't make the team. Somebody else did. Yeah. Zard Y was like Flamethrower Scorching Sands Air / Solar Beam. Yeah, all of my hazard moving it's RT spikes immune, and I have a grounded poison type, and I have like I'm like really like I think it's dumb to bring T-Spice against me. I don't know why you would, unless you really want to poison, like unless you really want a toxic like Weavile or like Como, and like you think you can make it stick, but otherwise
Probably
you're
won't.
kind of cringe. Kind of a cringe lord, man. Yeah. Yeah, pretty normal Zardway. I guess it wasn't speed creeping anything. I don't know. Yeah, I guess these are just kind of like pretty stock EV spreads because I don't have anything really in that like quite like base 100 range that you would like need to go max speed on, but whatever. And then yeah, the Drago I think was, yeah, I don't know why it was double fangs. I feel like it could have been EQ, and it could have been like EQ Ice Fang. It probably hit as much stuff. But whatever.
Sienna's critique.
Yeah, like the Drago kind of made sense. I guess it was like kind of fair to assume that I wasn't bringing Florges. I mean, like you kind of, if you were like building this team, like this specific setup of a team, you like definitely weren't thinking about Florges winning the game. So at that point, like Reggie Drago makes sense, but also I guess it couldn't have been Misty Terrain on Weezing because of Reggie Drago. You didn't want to have this Scale get weakened. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't build the team. Somebody else did. Lilly and Hazel did, and Ellie did together. And all their brains together couldn't build in one Florges check. And yet Hazel and Ellie curiously believed that Mew set was that bad. So, I don't know. Just food for thought. That's all I'm gonna say. Just food for thought. But
I love the mid-off happening right now.
but yeah.
That
Anyways.
is true also. Weezing G
Ellie,
was a Florges check.
Yeah.
It just had an unfortunate accident.
Yeah, it stayed in on your bullet push. But yeah, yeah, good shit though, Ellie, for real. She's a gamer.
Yeah.
My favorite. Wait, what's your favorite guy for all? Yeah.
My favorite guy here, honestly, SpongeBob. You gotta love the SpongeBob. And I feel like, you know, SpongeBob was doing stuff basically until it took that bullet punch. That bullet punch was like that hurt it so bad. It was so sad for it. But Ellie is out of playoffs because of this match.
Yeah. 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 My favorite Mon on Ellie's roster is
Any second now.
I think it's fucking You know what? I think it's Alchemy, because, you know what? It warmed that bench really good. No, it's actually, it's probably Shocks. Shocks is good.
Yeah,
Shocks is just good.
Shocks is up there, for sure. Honestly, like, looking at the situation, and especially looking at that fucking kill count, for me it's gotta be Charizard. Charizard put in so much fucking work for Ellie. It's absurd.
Did so much stuff.
Charizard has 9 more kills than any other Pokemon on the team.
Yeah. Charizard has, like, wait, 4, 8, 9, like, 12, 13, like, 7, 16, 17, 19, 20. There's 20 total kills on the rest of the team. So, like, Zard is, like, over a third of the kills.
God.
On this team.
I almost said Mew because of the controversy. Because it was really funny.
Yeah, wait, no, Mew is the best mon for content purposes.
True.
For content purposes, Mew is the best mon. But yeah. I think good shit to Ellie, like... I think, like, a lot of things kind of were weird with building her roster, because, I mean, she was literally in Japan at the time, like, the story behind, like, Ellie's roster, like, I drafted for Ellie because she was in Japan at the time, and I, like, she basically just gave me a list of Pokemon she liked from, like, each tier, and I basically was like, here, do you want to, let's, like, draft this, like, try to put it together in, like, a... like, yeah, but, like, even then, like, Ellie, like, only had, like, 10 minutes to, like, throw that together, because she was, like, had people, like, trying to get her out the door while she was in Japan, like, she had to go do something, so, like, she didn't even have that much time to, like, look over stuff, but, like, I think, like, with those, like, things considered, and, like, the fact that Ellie's a new player, and, like, I really didn't know what, like, exact playstyle would be, like, perfect for her, so I kind of had to hedge my bets and just, like, make sure, like, the, like, make sure that the,
multifunctional.
Yeah, like, make sure it could kind of do some semblance of, like, balance.
Yeah.
But, like, lean towards hyper offense, which, you know, I think it was an okay roster, but, you know, I think, like, next draft, whatever, like, Ellie probably won't be in Japan at the time, and we'll probably be able to talk over her roster more and, like, figure out something. And, you know, like, I'll be able to talk to her and, like, you know, we can build a roster that, like, is more based in, like I can actually be like, oh, do you want to get this guy? And instead of being like, well, this is the best guy to fulfill this function that's, like, on this list, right? And, like, not that I didn't ever go off list, because Regidrago wasn't on the list, and, like, Sandy Shocks wasn't on the list, but, like, you know, it was pretty, like, you know, it was mostly... Zard Y also wasn't on the list, but all of her Mega choices got taken, so I just gave her Zard, like, you know, yeah, like...
Which is funny, considering it is basically the MVP.
Yeah, but yeah, like, I don't know. I think Ellie did well for being, like, a new player. And I'm, like, excited to see what she does in the, like, you know, whatever next draft we have or anything. Like, I'm excited to see what she does. I'm proud of her pulling shit out. Like, once she, like, improves a bit at building and, like, gets, like, you know, better at some of the, like, game knowledge stuff, like, like, I think that she, like, has prospects. She has prospects. She has a future in this city.
And you have to fucking
yeah.
respect.
But yeah, good shit to Ellie. So yeah, that, like, concludes our games for this week. Obviously, it was makeup week, so it was half the number of normal games, so yeah. But now we can look at the current rankings and see them be 100% accurate for the first time.
Yeah.
This is our playoffs. We have Lilly, me, Hazel, Eve, Faye, Morgan, WAFFLOES, and Ray, in that order.
I still can't believe I'm 6th on this. Literally everything went my way. I got basically the highest position I could get with my, like, wins. Shit is great for the Morgan Nation. I really did pull back. I really did get the comeback of the century. But we can talk about trades real quick, since there's not too much to say about the current rankings. We could talk.
Well, we can show like the we could show the like bracket. Oh yeah, I'll pull up the bonus stars doc also. I'll show the. We can pull up the bracket. Yeah, I will. We can pull up the bracket. It's like here. I mean, like obviously nobody's played yet, so it's not especially interesting. But you know, yeah, like these are our matchups for playoffs. We have Lilly Ray, Eve Faye, me and WAFFLOES, and Hazel Morgan. And you can kind of see the schedule, like, on each round. This is gonna be, playoffs is gonna be split over 4 weeks. I think how we're gonna handle it is we're gonna have a stream for week 1 and 2 of playoffs, and a stream for week 3 and 4 of playoffs. And then we'll have we'll have a live grand finals at the end of the second stream, like played live, ideally. And we'll have a I think we'll try to have a live if it works out, we could also try to have a live winners finals on the end of the first stream. But we'll see what happens. I'll figure out the logistics of it. But yeah, that's our bracket. We can look at trades, and I'll pull up that sheet as well.
So it was 6 trades. There we go.
So yeah, like the so all the people in playoffs got to do trades. So we have So we started with Ray Reuniclus from Bullion. This was a technical thing. Faye really wanted Empoleon, so Faye DM'd Ray and was like, "Get Empoleon, and I'll give you Bishop for it." And Ray was like, "You know what? That's fine. Actually, I think that's legit." And so we did that. So that was the first thing. So that was pretty good. I think that Bishop is gonna help Ray, because Ray doesn't really have like part of the reason why Treads was kind of sucking shit a lot of the time is because it was pretty like spread thin.
Yeah.
Treads was like kind of required to serve a lot of roles as like the only steel type and like the only like knockoff clicker and the only like a few things, right? Now that some of that burden is eased, I think that Treads can focus more on like what its strengths are, which is like being a fast like pivot thing and doing like all this etc. stuff.
Yeah.
Which I think will make it better overall. I think that's gonna improve Treads futures. Yeah. And then you traded off cutely, sweetly about him. Yeah, and Ghost Resist is really nice, yeah.
Yeah, my trade for Mabostiff to Murkrow was like... Honestly, it was like the main thing that I had run into trouble with throughout this entire draft is that, like, hazard removing was a pain in my fucking ass. Because every single hazard remover I had would really rather be doing something else. Murkrow, on the other hand, doesn't give a fuck. Murkrow is a prankster guy. That's all he needs to do is defog. He just needs to taunt, maybe do some other shit. I have Great Tusk, and like Great Tusk has like wanted to do, like, choice scarf shit. Do you know how demeaning that is?
Yeah. Tuska's.
Tusk
I mean, it's not demeaning. He's got an awesome attack that, but like, yeah, he's like.
Basically,
he's just,
every matchup I've needed Tusk for, I've needed him to not be hazard removal, primarily. But yeah, Murkrow eases the burden off of, like, Cloyster and, like, Oricorio, who I need to be sweepers.
And Tusk, too.
Yeah.
It's just, and, like, stuff like Prankster Haze and, like, stuff like that is, like, really good. Like, I don't know, Murkrow's, like, a quite good tier 6, I think, and it helps that it's, like, Morgan's favorite Pokemon. So.
Yeah. It's my cutely sweet, but it was also a calculated one, because I was thinking about it, and it was like...
Yeah.
What do I need Mabosstiff for? Mabosstiff was, like, something I wasn't bringing to any game, except against Mew.
Yeah.
So it's like, fuck it. I'll get my cutely sweet, and he'll be able to actually do stuff.
Yeah. I will say, I wanted to, like, I did want, like, I thought it would be really funny if, like, the one idea that, like, I had left for Mabosstiff is, like, I thought I had was just, like, you could bring Guard Dog, Adrenaline Orb, Mabosstiff against Faye. And then, like, Faye has a double Intimidate core, so as soon as you got Intimidated, you get +1 attack and +1 speed.
Awesome.
But it was stupid, and also, like, with the playoffs bracket, you probably, like, it's, like, a lot of weird stuff would have to happen. Like, either you two would have to, like, go really hard in, like, winners, or, like, a lot of weird stuff would have to happen in losers for you two to, like, beat. So, it's, like, it's like not the most likely matchup by far, and keeping Mabosstiff for that specific stupid gimmick is, like, not worth it.
Yeah.
But I did have to mention it because it would, like, it's funny though.
Yeah, Faye really wants to fight me now that I can't do that.
But yeah. And then Hazel traded Slurpuff for Keldeo. Slurpuff was tier 3, but, like, Hazel had like, Starmie in a tier 2 slot, so she got to trade a tier 3 for a tier 2 in that case. Basically, this just helped a lot of Hazel's bad matchups, because it eases a lot of burden. It's a nice new speed tier 4, it's an extra, like, win condition, it eases burden off of Starmie by being, like, an offensive water type. It pairs well offensively with, like, King Gambit. It makes her matchup specifically... I don't know. It's just good. Like Slurpuff for Keldeo, like it just, like, worked out. Like Slurpuff just wasn't doing that much stuff. Hazel just, like, doesn't really have a roster that's super good for Slurpuff. It's like Slurpuff is kind of like a hyper offense mon that, like, doesn't really work on, like, a bulkier offense or balanced roster that, like, Hazel has. But I think Keldeo is pretty nice for Hazel overall. And then we have, so, yeah, that's pretty good. Drapion for Tyrantrum is, also real. It's something that I did. This fucking slot on my roster has been in flux forever. I've literally traded this specific slot in my roster every trade period. I just can't make up my damn mind. I first had EV Starter when we first drafted, and I immediately was like, wait, this thing sucks, I'm getting rid of it. So I got rid of EV Starter, and I got Revivroom, and then when it came time for mid-season trades, I was like, fuck, Revivroom sucks, I don't want Revivroom, I want Drapion. And so I gave Revivrim to Morgan because Revivrim's better on Morgan's roster. And Revivrim did get buffed a lot. High horsepower actually makes Revivrim a lot better because it has ways to like hit opposing steel types and poison types and stuff.
I
So
have
that's
some
really
like
nice.
dangerous new tools.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm like you know, but like yeah, and I got Drapion, and I use them for one game, but like really like Drapion is like weird for me to bring because it's kind of like worse than Rosa Raid in like half of the ways that it exists, and I also was just like looking at it, and I was really just like, okay, what do I fucking need like a ghost resist for like now, like a real ghost resist for now? Like most of the ghost types are gone. The ones that are remaining are all Shadow Ball clickers who Como is immune to with Bulletproof. It's like, okay, whatever. I already have I have a ghost immunity, it's fine. So I just decided I didn't care. And I just decided I was gonna run fucking that. Yeah, and I got Tyrantrum because Tyrantrum is funny. It's really funny. I wanted another big funny button clicker. I also just love Tyrantrum. I don't know. Like, I know Tyrantrum's just a big T-Rex guy, but like, that's why he's awesome. He's a big T-Rex guy, and he has like a mane of like feathers. He's cool. He's cool. And like, fucking Rockhead Head Smash. Click the button. Click the button. Click the button.
You love to click the button.
And I just like thought about it and just like dealing with me as like a fucking like dealing with my roster, like I thought it was so funny to just make people have to like prep for like Choice Band Crawdaunt and like Blacephalon and like fucking like Tyrantrum at the same time. I think it's so funny to make people prep for all three. Because they all are just like Pokemon that put obscene numbers on the fucking screen.
Yeah.
I have a good roster for stuff like that. I mean, like, honestly, I think it contributes more than Drapion does because it just, like, I have really good pivots that all can bring in the big threats that are hard to get on the field. That's kind of my, like, entire roster. Like, that's the point of my roster, basically. Like, let's pivot into big threats that are hard to get on the field. And then we have, yeah. So, I'm happy with that. Then finally we have Lilly traded a Azumarill for Suicune. Suicune's a tier 3, so Lilly traded down technically, but really, like, Azumarill sucked for Lilly's roster. Again, like I said before, it's the Aqua Jet guy, and she couldn't click Aqua Jet most of the time. And that just sucks. So, you know, it happens, but like, but you know, it's I'll send the I'll send the bonus start now, but pull it up like once you're ready. But yeah, like Azumarill, you can basically, the idea is just like keep a water type, like have a bulky water now.
Yeah.
And then like improve your kind of fat matchup. Not necessarily stall, but like fat matchup, because Calm Mind Suicune is really good against like fat. It's really good like because pressure like PP stalls, and then it's kind of hard to break because it's got such good bulk. It's got 100, 115, 115 bulk, which is absurd. I mean, and while being pure water, it's a good mon. And like I think that like it's kind of what Lilly needed. Especially we were looking at like Lily's side of the bracket, and it was like, oh, Lilly has to beat Ray, who has like a regenerator core, into beating like the winner of Eve and Faye, who both have bulky ass teams. Yeah, so it made sense to have kind of a stall breaker type like beats bulky teams thing that like puts more team building pressure on that. Because like, you know, you can kind of wall the like the hyper offense in comparison. But yeah, and that about covers trades. You know, a lot of people just kept their mons, so, and obviously, like, you know, we have 8 people left, so it wasn't gonna be that many trades. But yeah, I think it worked out. I think most of the trades were good. But well, I guess it remains to be seen based on who like fucking wins.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we have like the bonus star, Jock. Then I sent it in like the chat here, the text chat in this channel.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So we got interesting stuff here. I'll hope you were like reading it, but
yeah, nobody email me. By the way, if you guys start emailing me, I'm gonna be really pissed off because I don't have a lot of Google Drive storage.
But yeah,
don't sign me up for like Pornhub, because I'll know.
Yeah, but first we have these are all of the like different favorite guys from each week. When we started doing it week 3 down to the end. Well, except for this week, but we already heard those. Yeah, so we can remember. We can go a little bit down memory lane. On week 1, we'll see how much we even remember what all these are. Rocky Helmet Swampert against that was Bell versus who was that? Bell versus like. Was that Bell versus fucking, like... Ray? Yeah, it was Bell versus Ray, I think. That was a pretty good, that was a pretty normal set, yeah. That was a good set, my gem! The fucking Sableye, I don't remember what exactly it did. I think you might have just chosen it based on the name.
Probably.
And speaking of choosing based on the name, Throw the Game. Everybody remembers that one already. That's one of the classics.
Maybe the most
of the entire
infamous.
fucking league.
Like honestly, like the horrible Hulk toilet set is iconic.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that Throw the Game might just be, like, the craziest thing that's happened.
Yeah. Grimsnarl Olimar. There's just Grimsnarl was named Olimar. It's funny. I think it was a normal ass Grimsnarl set for all. If I remember correctly. He was named Olimar. Dredagon, I'm gonna kill Bart, the Dredagon. I think that was the week where, I think that was the week where, like, that was week 3. This was the week, yeah, this was Eve versus WAFFLOES. This was the week where, yeah, Dredagon just, like, kept clicking Glare and, like, Stealth Rock with the safety goggles. It was Glare is a cheat move. Was the big that was the big, thing we had. The week 3 with Frigg was the Tyranitar. I don't remember what the Tyranitar did. It was
whatever it liked.
It did whatever it liked. Yeah, it was actually kind of a cool set. I don't know. It was Pursuit, Ice Punch, Body Press, Dragon Tail, AV, Tyranitar. That's kind of cool. And Doug the Dino. We love Doug the Dino.
We do.
Oh, that's a good name. Yeah. AV Raikou. Phase AV Raikou. 3. That put in work. Raikou never stopped putting in work, really. We had Lilly Airbud the Noivern. I think that like was that against the. Yeah, that was against Diana, and it did a lot of work. It kept cleaning shit up, and then it was named Airbud also. Yeah. Yeah. Z Sunny Day Moth from Mike. That was a classic. Obviously, that was one of the best sweeps we had. Even though Mike didn't even win that game, I don't think, but it was awesome. It was an awesome fucking creature. Morgan Ninetales was the week 3 Pokemon. Ray was Iron Treads because Iron Treads died. funny. Iron Tread's funny, died. I'm pretty sure half of the fucking weeks for Ray, you just said Iron Treads because it's funny that it died and it didn't do anything.
Yeah. Maybe I should be the
Hazel
one. I'm just realizing I should be the one saying all this because I was the one who gave these as my favorite Pokemon.
You know what? That's true. I'm giving you the floor now.
All right, so the respectful Hydreigon. I mean, like, it's a nice little lad. How could you hate the respectful Hydreigon? I gotta actually look at this very respectful.
That was
set again.
Scarf. It was Scarf Hydreigon, and I think it may be like. It might have been. You might have called it respectful because it might have failed to. I feel like it might have failed to do anything.
Yeah, because it fucking No, it was because it didn't show up. I think it was literally respectful because it didn't show up. It knew its damn place.
Yeah.
Bulky Komodo. I mean, like, Bulky Komodo goes crazy. Like,
yeah,
Komodo is like one of Sienna's crazier guys.
Yeah, that was like the protect rocks, body press, something. Like,
yeah.
Garmageddon.
I have to like look at this Garmageddon set again, real quick, so I can remember. Oh, you know what? This is kind of a boss set. It is a regular set, but like. Garchomp is good at what Garchomp does. And I mean, Yachi Berry is always funny on it.
Yeah.
The Shuka Delphox, I do remember that. Because I do remember Shuka Delphox doing a fuck ton.
That was the nasty plot Delphox that, like, just, like, did a ton of work and, like, only got stopped by the fucking Scarf Tauros.
Yeah. Snip Steeply, I know that's Sneasler. And I'm like 90% sure I said that just because it was like funny. Like, that it was named Snip Steeply, and that's okay.
Snip Steeply is that big. Ellie was, that was Celesteela. That was week 4. That was like when Celesteela failed to sweep.
Yeah, but goddamn it, it tried. You know what? It tried.
Darndest.
No Attacks Altaria was funny as fuck, and it made me laugh.
It really took that game took so fucking long, but the Altaria, like, Diana couldn't fucking do anything against that fucking thing.
But it couldn't do anything back.
The Merciless Pex that did nothing.
Yeah, because Merciless is funny ass tech. Not going Regenerator on Pex is bold.
Yeah.
I forget which Mon Nitro Rat is, but surviving the Gengar.
It was a Gengar. Yeah. No. The Gengar was named Nitro Rad surviving.
Wait, you're right.
Yeah.
Nitro Rad surviving is just a funny name. So is Germa the Gligar. Although I remember Gligar putting in some work.
Gligar did a lot of work that game. Gligar like kept just clicking U-turn and just like putting in like work.
Eviolite is hard to beat.
Yeah.
I got the quadruple Dirge sweep. I mean, like when all was like looking hopeless for me, Dirge had my back the whole time. Dirge had my back.
Yeah.
It was just good as fuck. Burger Boy.
All of them were named Burger Boy numbers.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure what you just said was just like, yeah, you know, my favorite was Burger Boy, and I like asked for clarification, and you said, yeah, Burger Boy. And we like moved on.
That sounds like a bit I'd do.
Yeah.
That's a really good one. Gen 3 Ash Scarm. Yeah, wasn't this like just like a bulky ass Scarm that just like was impossible to take down?
Scarm that clicked Whirlwind like this was the Scarm that clicked Whirlwind like 20 times.
Yeah, God, my gaming PC.
Like it got all the spikes up and it like it clicked Whirlwind like a million times and like and it was just like
that really is like a
won the game off that, but it almost didn't win the game. If we skip to fucking WAFFLOES, the sweeper Corviknight, the bulk up body press Corv that WAFFLOES had was that like nearly reversed sweep Hazel.
Yeah.
It was bulk up power trip, sorry. It was bulk up body press and power trip. We were both right, Faye. Okay. But yeah, really, like, that was such a funny game. The Steel Birds
really
just
was.
like went at each other.
I'm
And I had
pretty
the Methed Up Crowd on it. That was my fucking.
Methed
That was
Up
the one
Crawdon-
against you.
Methed Up Crawdon is
Yeah.
definitely just because, like, that nickname is funny as fuck. But also, it almost certainly put in work, if I'm remembering correctly. Especially against...
It killed Tusk, and then it killed, like, another thing also.
Yeah.
And it was like Dragon Dance Covert Cloak Crawdon, which I think is really funny.
And then Sweeper Corv. Yeah, I mean, that's obvious. It was, like, so close to getting the reverse sweep. I was rooting for that Corv, because I actually, Corviknight is one of my favorite Pokemon. I think it's, like, so dope. But, unfortunately, Skarmory's tech was too great.
Yeah. Week 6 there was no Morgan, but we did utility. I didn't check like what the favorite mons that I said were, because I feel like I didn't do it for most of them. But my favorite was definitely utility Umbrella Clef on Phase, because it was literally utility Umbrella. Like, come on,
that is dope.
It was literally utility Umbrella, dude. But yeah, other than that,
Week 6? That was definitely just because that's like the funniest counter name ever.
Yeah, Bill got pwned that game, but like the nickname was funny.
It really was. The Sharpedo, I remember going crazy in one of these games. The Sharpedo.
It was just named Shark. And Shark.
Perfect Cell. That's
Shark,
the game
baby.
where it swept, right? Perfect Cell is the Celesteela sweep. Yeah, that was the game where I realized that Celesteela was, like, a threat. Granted, it wasn't a threat against me because I have Dirge, but it was a fucking threat. Scary-ass dude. Which one was Sideshow Bob? Which Mon was that?
That was also... that was fucking also...
Was that Drudagon again?
That was against... That was Drudagon against me.
This Drudagon ended up being my favorite
Drudagon
a lot,
against me. Because that was like the Drudagon... Yeah. That was the... That was the Drudagon against me that killed like 3 things.
Yeah, Drudagon was funny. You've got a lot of good use out of Drudagon.
But then got like Life Orb chipped. Then got like Life Orb chipped into like from outrage in its own hubris.
True.
Yeah, the Cosmic Power Clef on Phase. That was against like Canada Lilly. It's like it just got clicked Cosmic Power a million times, and like the only reason that game was like close at all is because the fucking Rillaboom crit.
Yeah, I remember that. God,
fucking
Cosmic Power Clef.
Chisano was the Bandage Surfetched. That was the Reddit Gold, the Bandage Surfetched.
It was 90%. Honestly, like
first impression.
I maybe gave an actual reason for it, but I'm like pretty sure my actual mindset was Reddit Gold is a funny nickname.
Well, you also just really like you didn't even know it learned first impression at the time, and you were like crazy. You were like shocked at the first impression numbers.
True.
Because it was just like pwning everything with Bandit first impression. It killed the shit out of Barraskewda. Lilly not applicable. You skip that game. Mike Delmise, I think. Because that game, it was, yeah, because that was the week that it was you versus Mike, and I'm pretty sure you just said, I'm pretty sure you said Delmise was your favorite because it, crit your Ninetales and made you win the game.
Yeah, that sounds like me. Also, I gotta be real, we're having, a bitrate moment. We're having, a bitrate turn to the shit rate moment. So, hold on. I'm gonna,
Yeah, it kind of seems like...
hold on. I'll, restream, but add half the frame rate. Sorry, you're getting half the frames now on Discord.
Restream. Damn, this fucking spreadsheet's not gonna be that smooth anymore.
Yeah,
I might not
sorry.
even need this stream, to be honest.
Um,
Because I can just open. I can just keep the sheep open.
Cloister is so fucking obvious because it got the 6-0 on Mike.
Yeah.
Cloister fucking killed Mike for all that he was worth. If I did not get this Cloister sweep, Mike would have taken my spot in playoffs. I mean, that's applicable to any of my matches that I won, but, like, especially for these, like, sweeps. Like, if Cloister did not kill Mike so dead, Mike would be sitting in the playoffs chair and not me. Which Pokemon was P-Jack? I recognize the name.
It was Treads, which, like...
Oh my god, it was just fucking Treads again doing nothing.
It was Treads, and then, like,
It's just fucking Treads doing nothing again.
It was Treads again, and, like, my favorite part of the Treads was, like, Ray said the funniest chat message ever after, like, when we were talking about, like, Treads, which was, like, I named Treads after P-Jack since they're both worthless pigs, so I continue to believe in.
Oh, that's so good. I'm trying to fix the bitrate a little bit. I didn't work as much as I was hoping. I don't know what the fuck is up with my internet.
I can keep the sheet up.
Yeah, I turned the stream off, but it's still, like, doo-doo ass. Dude, what is up with my internet? It's not like Steam. Steam's not downloading anything. What the fuck is killing my internet so much? Is it like all these fucking Cerebi tabs I have open because I was fucking playing Scarlet and Violet DLC earlier and I was trying to get all the guys? Okay, this might be something.
Oh.
We might be doing a little better. No. Fucking hell. What is up with my bitrate? Why is it just dropping frames, bruh? What is killing my internet right now? Dude, it's been like on and off like this for the past few days, and I know it's the fucking router because it's been affecting my Switch too. Bruh. Anyways, it's okay now. The Hatchrim, I remember, this was Life Do Hatchrim. This was the fucking Life Do Hatchrim.
Yeah, this is the Charm Life Cat.
The most fucked up, doofy gimmick set that should not have worked, but it did. It fucking put in the work like nobody else's business. Orbeetle's just like a cool guy. I don't remember exactly what he did.
That was Orbeetle against Bell. It kept like fucking wobbling, like it was like tanking and like recovering on like Diamond Storms from Diancie.
Sorry, everybody just saw what I made thumbnails with. I'm gonna try closing that. Dude, I don't know what the fuck is killing my fucking bitrate right now, bruh. It was like fine earlier. And I'm like closing everything that I can and it's just not like it's not doing anything. I mean, it's a little better, but it's not good enough, you know. We're gonna have to go back to college on this one. Fucking, I don't know. Twitch likes my bitrate better now, at least, so I consider that a win. I need to know what the seed is. Was that like a leech seed set?
Ferroseed.
Oh,
Ferroseed, like the seed.
Fucking.
It was when he lived the. It was when he lived the fire punch. He lived the fire punch from the +1 Jirachi and shit.
True, I forgot about that. How could I forget about our beloved Ferroseed, who did so much work?
Yeah.
When he really had no business. He was just too bulky. He was just too bulky to be stopped. Truly.
Yeah.
Brave Warrior Masquerade.
Charlotte was the.
That was just like Masquerade who tried his best and then died.
Yeah, I think the.
I really like
the Mew least fave.
Yeah, because I was like fucking scared of facing Mew. I was fucking scared of facing that Mew in my Week 8 match. I did not want to deal with it. Moldy rocks Drudagon because, listen, Drudagon was put in the what can I say? I'm not even that big of a Drudagon fan, but honestly, after Eve's matches, a little bit. Drudagon's been trying to do good stuff.
Yeah.
Zoroark being cute, I know this is like
Zoroark
an illusion prank. That's an illusion prank.
Yeah. There was an illusion prank, and it was just like a weird bulky Zoro set.
Yeah. And it's cute.
It's like max HP Zoroark or something. Yeah.
The good
T-Tar. It's just the same week as WAFFLOES, and it was just like, yeah, it's just a T-Tar that had like...
Yeah,
just a T-Tar that had like moves, accomplish tasks, and like PVs that like made sense.
Fucking hell. Z-Terrain Zerg. Yeah, that Z-Terrain Zerg went crazy. I remember that. That was the week that Mike got the 6-0. Same week I got my 6-0 with Oricorio. Yeah, the Z-Terrain Zerg was fucking wild. I'm almost, like, I am, like, kind of sad that me and Mike don't get to both be in playoffs because our rematch would have been legendary. Being the only... Well, we weren't the only players. Who else? Someone else got a 6-0 later, right? Didn't Hazel get a 6-0? Or am I misremembering?
Yeah, Hazel 6-0 Bill.
Yeah. Still, the rematch between me and Mike would have been legendary. I think. Even though I killed him badly with Cloyster. But he would have been prepared for it the second time around. Acid Armor Reuniclus. I mean, that's a good set and a good bit.
Yeah.
Scarf Starmie is also just like...
Oricorio sweep.
Well, I kind of mentioned Oricorio already. And I don't want to stroke my own ego too much, but, like, yeah, Oricorio, like... I cannot believe that, like, it took me that long to figure out, like, wait... Quiver Dance Oricorio is, like, really strong. Like... It's never gonna be Volcarona, but I've always believed that Sienna's biggest blunder in the tiering was that Oricorio was a tier 6. Like, it's like it can defog and it can Quiver Dance. Like, I don't know. I would have put it tier 5. I think Sienna's even said as much.
Yeah, oh no, for sure. It was a mistake.
It happens.
So yeah, the Scarf Army was cool. It was like tech. It got brought again as well, but like, yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it's a good asset.
It's a good one.
What can you say? The Rose Raid went crazy. I remember that. Rose Raid was fucking absurd that match. Like, who were you up against again that week?
That was Hazel.
Yeah, Hazel was not prepared.
It was the Sludge Bomb Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb Giga Drain, Existential Sleep Powder.
Yeah, Hazel had fucking nothing for Rose Raid. Rose Raid had, like, the most joyous time playing in the fields.
Yeah, it probably would have, like, 6-0'd if it hadn't gotten frozen.
And then worst T-Tar is, like, you know Hulk Toilet. You know Hulk Toilet.
We've talked so much about Hulk Toilet at this point. We talk ad nauseum about Hulk Toilet, but, like, we love him.
We do. We love Hulk Toilet.
He's like Moe through helplessness.
Literally. Roost Staraptor.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Like,
that was when Bell kept roosting against Hazel.
Yeah.
Like, a million times in a row, just like using all of her roosts. You were just like, you just loved that the Staraptor just believed in itself.
It was trying so hard,
and
and I have to fucking respect. Charlotte Sneasler, that was the sweep. That was the sweep against Ray. That almost, like, completely got Ray out of playoffs. I remember that. That was fucking wild. Again, like, Charlotte is the best wild card, and, like, things are gonna go a little more predictably, I feel, now. You know, you couldn't, like, with Charlotte's games, not a single one of them you could truly predict, I think. Because that's just the kind of way that Charlotte plays, That's the kind of energy that Charlotte carries. You never count Charlotte out.
Yeah.
Until now, because Charlotte can't play anymore. But other than that, Diana
fucking no
bringing
attacks Milo that got like 3 weeks in a row. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it was flip turn, but like basically no attacks.
The
play more
Milo
flip turn, recover,
so
haze,
funny.
protect.
So funny.
Yeah.
G Weezing.
Yeah, Ellie was the. Yeah.
That was the week I had to face Ellie.
Gas. Yeah.
I mean, Galar Weezing was like kind of the actual scariest Pokemon I had to face in the end. I feel like G Weezing was like partially because I didn't know Iron Head would be super effective. I thought that poison resisted steel because the type chart is like fake. There's like 18 times 18 types. Listen, I'm not gonna remember every single fucking interaction, as hard as I try.
No.
Homer again. That was Iron Hands. That was Iron Hands. I know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Zoroark silly.
Yeah.
I love Zoroark shenanigans. What can I say? I think like Hisui Zoroark is like a fun thing to bring, and like when utilized correctly, which I think Faye has been doing, Zoroark is a scary guy. Tangrowth wouldn't.
That was just the Tangrowth. Yeah.
That Tangrowth wouldn't fucking die. That Tangrowth would not fucking die.
It kept just getting tons of helmet shift and just like it's just doing all the work it needed to. Yeah.
Literally, Lele Tumblr fandom style. It was because of the nickname. It was because of the nickname.
Yep.
There was no other reason. Yep. Delmise, also because of the nickname. I'm Delmise.
Yeah. I'm Delmise.
Mawile on my squad. Mawile really, like, earlier in the draft league, I remember bringing Mawile to a game and just not knowing how to use that dude at all. So, like, the Mawile redemption, like, felt good against Ellie. I felt real good about the Mawile redemption.
It's so fucking strong.
Literally. Treads again. This fucking piece of shit. I love it. I love Treads so much. He really is the P-Jack of the league. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Skarm just because
again,
like
it's just good.
It's so bulky. It's so good.
Yeah.
And then we have.
It was the one who saw the fucking Staraptor never giving up and just roosted. It just chilled. Just like, yeah, go for it, man. Did not care. And then not applicable for WAFFLOES. I could not find what your favorite guy on that WAFFLOES team was. You want to pick one now? Go to week 8 WAFFLOES and just pick one now. Just try and remember what any of these were. But yeah, it's fucking.
Oh wait, this is Sauzels Team. I was on the wrong player. My dumbass. Best guy on this squad. It's gotta be. It's Hulk Toilet for bringing an actual set this time. It's Hulk Toilet Devil Swirly for bringing an actual set this time. And those are the bonuses I gave out. Then we have like the standard deviation here. Yeah. Which we won't linger on too much, but you can see like these are the most goofy ass EV spreads.
Yeah.
I really didn't bring a lot.
I don't know exactly what.
It takes a while for me to get up here with my one Oricorio.
Yeah.
Soldier 76.
That Mew. That Mew was. Say what you will about that Mew, but it was fucked up enough to be the fucking fifth most fucked up EV spread in the league.
And then
I don't know exactly what like I don't know what like the like the I don't know like and I will toot my own horn of this like top 10. I made that Mew spread. I made Solder 76. I made the Caesar spread naturally. That has my name on it. and I made the Altaria spread for Bell. So I made 3 of the top 10. Although, like, I don't know, it is kind of funny that Mike is on here twice. Mike's Gastrodon is the craziest, like, one.
Yeah, the fact
like,
that
the fact that Mike's
2.
Gastrodon is, like, nobody even thought about that Mike Gastrodon. Like, I don't even know what the fuck, like, Faye was just like, what the fuck is this Mike Gastrodon? I remember talking to Faye, what the fuck is this Mike Gastrodon said? Do you even remember what this, like, did? I don't know. But it was, like, the 52 speed on the Gastrodon was, like, enough to, like, make it, like, fucked up.
Yeah.
As fuck.
I think it's so fucking funny that
yeah.
my name is only on this list once.
Yeah.
It's only on the list.
I think my name might be on it the most, but I'm just a gamer like that, so you know. Yeah. Other than that, like, I don't know. We didn't do. I think there was supposed to be other like bonuses, like for like other stuff. We kind of just didn't get around to it, but you know, it was fun to at least reminisce on some of this stuff, like talk about it. Because, yeah. Well, we do have the little yeah, that was a Heracross piece. Nobody knows the Atron yet. I will like. Yeah, we can note. Faye mentions on this like sheet, like, yeah, like, funny statement. Yeah, like in week 3 review, Sienna said, Sienna Aka me said, oh yeah, all Crawdon did was Oko Toxapex, which is very funny for me to say. Yes, like I understand how funny that is out of context. In context, it was like I was mildly disappointed that it didn't also Oko Tangrowth, which it was supposed to do.
Sienna, I hate to say it, you're not even close to the number 1 most fucked up.
Yeah.
Eve's got you beat by like 3 guys.
Yeah.
Shout out to me, Belle, Charlotte, and Diana appearing once each. Well, do we have any final thoughts for the makeup week?
I think that about covers it. I like, I don't know, I'm like really excited for playoffs. I think it'll be a good time. You know, brackets are always exciting. I wish we could have like maybe, you know, I don't know. It's really hard with drafts because of the format. Like, it's hard to like do like have like really the full excitement of a live bracket on the stream because you know you need to give people time to prep. But you know, it's still exciting as fuck, and like brackets are just so hyped to follow, especially if you're a player. Like, you want to see what's gonna happen. Like, you know, doing a format like this, like the main season, is fun, but like actually having this like bracket where everything's on the line is so exciting. And so I hope to bring some of that excitement to the streams once it's time. I do believe that drafts so draft streams should like be taking like a week off at least, or like actually I guess a couple weeks off. We'll do. So we should be back on like the week of like the 25th, like that, like the week of like that Monday.
Yeah.
Probably. And then we'll and then after that it'll be another like couple weeks, and then we'll have the second playoff stream ideally. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been having so much fun with the draft league. It seems like people in chat have been having fun with the draft league. It's been dope. I could not feel better about bringing the insane hype energy.
Yeah.
Like, with my fucking comeback story. I still cannot believe that shit got pulled off. And, like, basically in the cleanest way possible, too.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, and it's like something, I don't know. I'd like definitely like we'll definitely have more draft league in the future. Not immediately. We'll have more in the future. We'll definitely have like I don't know. I want to run more events. Like there's like something I kept meaning to DM Morgan about, but I guess I'll say it like live. It's that but I like want to run more events like on this stream and just like get stuff going. I like organizing stuff like this. I think it's really fun for me personally. And then when it gets to be like this live streamed event and stuff, I really enjoy it. So whatever stupid ideas we can come up with, I hope to bring more shit to the people of Earth. But I do think that wraps up our draft review. Or dish.
Well,
I can't hear you saying stuff. Oh.
Well, I wasn't saying anything. To be fair.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I hope to put up a good performance during playoffs. We're gonna have so many like hype games. It's gonna be a bit. I mean, if we're gonna do it like after like the first couple weeks, I mean, this week was break week. Next week is week 1, and then after that is week 2. It's gonna be like another 2 weeks, and we might not see like that stream until like October. This is gonna be the longest break we've taken from Draft League, pretty much.
Yeah.
In terms of streaming, which is honestly fine for me because God, there's so much fucking shit coming out right now. I have so much fucking shit to stream, dude. F-Zero 99 just came out. I haven't even, like, really played the Bomberman Battle Royale because Konami, like, disgraced me on that one stream. Fucking hell, dude. Fucking Sonic Frontiers update comes out at the end of the month. I'm still in the middle of Teal Mask and Ocarina of Time. Dude, there's too much. And then October, there's gonna be even more. When does it end? They keep making video games. Mario Wonder, Sonic, Detective Pikachu. Probably a bunch of other shit is gonna come out of nowhere. I never even got to do Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. I meant to do that like last month.
Dude.
It's crazy, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah.
My docket is so full that like, I could use a couple weeks to have like a good full night to catch up. I think. But. Draft League will return with playoffs. And real quick, since I know all of you watching are Pokemon fans, we are doing a September goal for 50 subscribers. We're 24 subscribers of the way there. If any of you enjoy my shit, give me money. Please? Thank you. And at 50 subscribers, I might do I will do a Pokemon Randomizer Nuzlocke all the way through. If I have to reset, I have to reset and do it all over again. But it's gonna be, like, if you think this shit is hype, I play all kinds of hype Pokemon when you're not looking. The Pokemarathon streams are actually the fake Pokemon I play. But be sure to give your Morgan some money. Honestly, I would like to put in, like, and I haven't talked about this with anyone, I would potentially like to put down some money to give to the winner of playoffs, which could just be me. If I just won, I would get to keep money, but, like...
You can buy some ice cream.
Yeah, I'll go out and buy some ice cream if I win. But otherwise... I want to put down like 100 for whoever wins.
Whoa. That's great.
$100. And if you want to help me cover that cost, be sure to subscribe. Be sure to subscribe. And if we don't hit the goal for the month, that's okay. I'm still getting paid this month either way, so I'll be okay.
Yeah,
I'll be okay. I have like a good amount of subscribers already.
To hop off, I think.
Yeah. Well, thank you for joining me again, Sienna.
So yeah, as always, it's a great time. Thanks for hanging out. Surviving and keeping it tight. Salutes. Bye-bye. Have fun with F-Zero if your internet will allow you to.
Thank you. We'll see what happens.
Yep.
Bye. Alright. Well, real quick, I am going to take a BRB, because I have to pee. And then when we come back, I will in fact be playing F-Zero 99. Whether or not my internet cooperates will be another story, but it fucking better. It fucking better. Otherwise, I'm gonna shit. I'll be right back.